is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system.
Showtime!
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Are you ready?
No! I'm just ribbing. I know you're ready.
I apologize.
For the thousands in attendance, for the millions watching around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight,
After Chaos
proudly brings to you its
1 year
awesome YouTube
live stream.
champions of the world!
This is the boy Elf from the Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop T, the hot Popics live stream.
And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you!
What's up, peeps? Oh my God, I always get hyped with our intro, man.
Oh, bro, so exciting, man. Jeez, man. Got something to do with 2 words if people don't want to listen to what we have to say.
I know, right? And I keep
How you doing, my brother?
I keep meaning to change it because that was our 1 year anniversary like intro. So I've been meaning to change that little part.
That's the copyright one too, I think, isn't it?
No. I fixed the copyright at the beginning.
Oh, did you? Oh, I didn't know this actually.
But that 1 year part is what I'm supposed to be changing, and you know I'm gonna forget every week. So
we'll most probably leave it right up till the 2 year, which is like, oh wait, we need to add that to a 2.
Exactly. So I'm gonna say it right now. 2 year anniversary, champions of the world. No,
You're gonna cut that audio. Just do it. I'll be quiet, and you can cut that audio and paste it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. So how are you doing today? What's going on in your life?
Doing good, my side. How's your side?
I'm good. Actually went out today. The weather was pretty nice.
The weather's been decent this side too.
Yeah, you know, it's like our weathers always coincide. Like when it's nice over here, it's nice over there. Or like you'll get something, then I'll get it later, or I'll get it, then you get it. So we've been on a nice, easy, steady plane so far as weather goes. I went out today, and I'll be dropping some hints on Instagram on what I did. But that video, hopefully I'll drop it next week. And have a video I'm working on that I should have ready for tomorrow. But the video that I shot today should be out next week, Monday or Tuesday. So it was pretty fun. And I met up with somebody. We didn't really collaborate on the video. We just kind of met up, and it was like, oh, okay, cool. How you doing? Let's, plan something for the future. But it was fun. You might have seen on Instagram, this person posted a picture of us together. So if you follow us, then you know who it is. I'm not going to say it. Like I said, it's nothing special. Like I said, we didn't do a bunch of stuff together, but it was just kind of fun meeting up with them. And, we got some future plans coming. So with that being said,
That being said,
we're going to hit up the chat real quick before we jump into the Funko and bring on our special guest. I don't know if we announced it, but we got a special guest.
That's right.
Today.
We didn't announce it because we want to give you guys some freaking surprises, bro. That's what we're about, man.
We didn't put
you never see it coming.
We didn't say anything to anybody, not even in our Instagram chats behind the scenes. We said nothing to nobody. So this is just out of nowhere. It might end up being a mistake, but
you know why we do things like that, bro. You know I do. So they need to come and watch every week to see if we have a guest on.
That's right. You got to come and see what's happening. You got to come and giveaways. I'm not announcing them no more. You just got to show up. Maybe I'll give something away. Maybe I won't. I'm not telling you when the giveaway is, because when I announce the giveaways, we get people coming like crazy so they could get the giveaway. No, you got to be loyal and watch every week. And if I do a giveaway, then you'll be here. And I'm not even going to say at the beginning of the show if I'm doing a giveaway. I'm just going to randomly just do it. You just got to be here. Oh, well.
And he's done it before.
That's right. I have.
He's there. He has. Yeah.
We just get so intense, and then it's back to okay, now be silly. What's up, Chase? Chase's Kingdom. We know you always in the house. Thank you for showing up, and it was a great episode. We're gonna get to it later. Yes, Lou.
Oh, that's episode. Lou. We know, bro. If you still
you're usually listening in the background. If you can jump in the chat, sure. If not, I know you're listening. Don't worry about it. Miss Payne, what's up? Greatest mod in the business. Here comes the pain. What's going on?
Mod gold right there.
What's going on? Thank you for showing up.
You left out an A, bro.
Rion! Did I get all the A's? Did I get them all?
Got all the A's there.
Thank you for coming through. I saw your message with the picture. It's a good thing I read that before I left the house, because when I left the house earlier, you wouldn't have been getting that till maybe around now. So it's a good thing I caught that message before I left the house. He knows what I'm talking about. Crazy Scottish Pop Collector, what's going on? We gave you a shout out last night, and hopefully we get you some more subs today. For those that don't know, this is formerly Kevin Shaw. Finally has a YouTube page.
Dublin famous.
Dublin famous Kevin Shaw is doing some YouTube content. Go check it out. I'm very excited to see more of that collection, because I know this guy has a dope collection. Johnny
he had a cool Chase the other day. So did Chase. I forgot what it was. Aquaman, I think.
It was? I haven't seen it yet. But Johnny Funko, thank you for coming through. We appreciate the support. Is that it? Oh, Fett, my boy Fett. Well, our boy Fett. Fett from Fett's Frequency. If you didn't know, Fett and Pop Heat, they do a Sunday live stream. Is it Sunday? A Sunday live stream.
Sunday. 7
7
p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. Eastern, where they talk.
You work out your times, bro.
Yeah, you work out your time.
You're so aggressive, bro. You work out your time.
I wasn't going to say it. See? I was being nice, but since you threw it out there, I'm in the East Coast. I'm going to say East Coast time. You got to work it out to where you live. It's too difficult. I'm not doing it. And also, tonight, after this live stream, Fett is hosting the next Pop the Chaos live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern. So
is it 7 p.m. Eastern? I don't know.
Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to show up. It's like our show, but crazier. So Pop the Chaos. Funko PDX, thank you for showing up. I saw your stuff on Instagram. I haven't responded to it yet, because I want to take the time to go through it all. And I know I didn't have the time today, because I was going since I woke up this morning. But I got you. And you called out today. So that means you're going to be in the chat. Thank you. And of course, K, the K from Jkl Awesome. What's up, K? How you doing? We're going to talk, maybe not tonight, but tomorrow. All right. And Funko Brothers with the Z. What's going on? Thank you for showing up. We appreciate it.
Very importantly, with the Z, there's too many Funko Brothers out there.
There's a lot of Funko Brothers out there on YouTube. Funko Brothers with the Z. All right. And of course, Sassy Cajun. What's up, Sassy? Thank you for showing up. I posted a video recently on a Sassy Cajun mystery box that I opened. I actually bought 3 of them. The last video I dropped. Was it the last video?
Second last.
Yeah, second to last. Yeah. Definitely check out that video. Those pops were freaking awesome.
Entertaining, yeah.
I did it in a way where it was a mystery box battle between me, J, and K, because Jkl Awesome is J, K, and L. I'm L of the Jkl Awesome. And it was fun. It would have been more fun if I had them here with me, but watch the video. You'll see why I did it that way. And it's a fun video. So with that being said, we finished BSing. We wasted about 10 minutes.
The seriousness. Now it's time for serious shit now, man.
Now it's time for us to bring in, I mean, how do I describe this guy? Pop the Chaos.
The coolest hat in town, bro. Coolest hat in town.
The coolest hat. One of the, I would say, a nice video style. Not normal like most of us do, but different, but not different. You have to go watch to see what I'm talking about. honestly, you can't really describe it, but it's just cool. He's just cool.
Unique.
He's unique in a way where most of us aren't unique. And I don't know. The more I try to explain it, the more it sounds like I'm blowing smoke. So I'm just going to stop and I'm going to bring him in. Everybody say what's up to Raise Chaos. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Hello,
today?
everybody.
How's it, bro? How you doing?
Not bad. Just trying to fan out all the smoke that was coming just a second ago.
Listen, honestly, like when I try to describe people's video style, because listen, most of us do the same thing. We set up a camera in front of our collection or in a certain part, and we talk to the camera. We show off our stuff. So we all do the same thing, but there's a certain uniqueness to your videos in a way that, and I'm gonna put it out there. I'm not gonna lie, like I told you backstage. I haven't watched all your stuff. I haven't watched a lot of your stuff, but the stuff that I do watch, it's like I like watching you. You just have this, I don't know, it's something. It's something. I don't know if it's the hat.
Look at that badass hat, man.
I don't know if it's
that's a
the
badass
accent.
hat right there.
I don't know if it's just like your timbre or whatever. But listen, guys, watch Raise Chaos. Definitely got some good stuff out there. And I should have had this ready, but I don't. So y'all talk while I get his channel and everything, so I can put it in the chat so people can go
I'm sure we got some mods in there that can help us out with that. I think the mod god herself is there.
Yes, the mod god. Yes, Miss Payne.
Goddess. We should say goddess, isn't it?
Goddess.
I think it's correct to say goddess. Eh?
Hey, Chase.
Oh boy, I'm so.
You know what I like about what I like about your video style. You know what I like about it is because you got your camera slightly to the side and you're sitting.
Yeah. Another
as if
thing.
like I own this video and I'm putting it out and I don't give two shits what you're saying, bro. You sit just like that.
Well,
And
I just kind of I keep thinking that I'm going to set it down so you can see what I'm doing, but then I'm like, well, it's far away though, so I don't know what I'm doing.
It works. It works.
It works though. It works.
works.
Currently sitting at 176 subs, I believe. So let's get that
76.
sub count up there.
Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, you know what to do.
Yes, go over there and sub up. Of course, if you have any questions for Raise, don't feel bad. I mean, don't feel.
He says he loves answering questions. He says he absolutely loves it. He says he can answer questions all day.
He actually said he wanted to do an Ask Me Anything. So, ask him anything.
I'm walking on the street in a hat like this and not ask questions.
Exactly, right? Oh, Sunshine. What's
all
up, Brian? Showing up.
All serious though, guys. This is his first live and he's being an absolute champ, guys. So give it up for him. Head over to his channel, give him a few subs, watch a few of his videos, give it a like. Particularly watch the Bearded Barbarian where he shows off his chases. And very, very cool style.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes, that was a cool video. I actually did watch that one. Ha!
Yeah, he commented on that saying that he was gonna start helping me towards 200 subscribers, and he did that. I was in Chicago on vacation at C2E2, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm doing something right now.
Yeah.
So I was watching my subscriber count go up a little bit, and at the same time, I couldn't really respond to anybody because.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. No worries though. That's part of the cool thing about when you join this community and you get somebody that wants to give you a push, because I've had it done for me. Pop T has had it done for him. Like all of a sudden you see a sub count go up and you realize somebody gave you that shout out to give you that push. And it's just like, it makes you feel like, wow, somebody out there likes me. Like, okay, this is going to be cool.
Yeah. Bearded Barbarian's done that a couple times. And Caitlin from Funko Pop Unicorns.
Yes, she's awesome
She's
too.
done it a couple times, and I mean, I really appreciate it, and I never expect it.
Hey, Debbie,
Nobody ever tells me.
Speaking
beforehand.
of, look, when you talk about a unicorn,
There she is. Hi, Caitlin.
Caitlin was one of the first people I started watching when I started doing Funko videos. Caitlin, Jimmy Funko, those were two of the first channels I came across, and they're pretty cool, pretty good videos, pretty cool people. I was like, all right, and then my circle grew from there.
Same for me, but Caitlin is actually the name of my sister too, so there was kind of like a little
yeah, that connection.
Like, okay, can't be too bad.
Nice. So we're gonna go into I mean, we could do this interview style and ask you a bunch of questions, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm sure the chat will probably ask you some stuff. I am gonna ask you one question. Well, I'm gonna probably ask you more than one, but the first question, like I said, this isn't Instagram. This isn't interview style. This is just, me asking a question. What made you decide to start a YouTube channel?
I've been wanting to for quite a while, and then I just I'd had a plan for something that wasn't even Funko related, really. And then right about the time I started doing it I started collecting Funko more often, and I saw there was a community, so I figured that would be the easiest route to go. And then lockdown happened and prevented me from doing anything else.
She said boredom. Yep, that sounds about right.
It does keep you busy.
Show off, so.
Yeah, like I've told the story many times, and like when I started our channel, it was basically a suggestion by my daughter. She was like, we watch people do YouTube stuff all the time, and we're always recording. Why don't we do a channel? And I was like, okay. And it wasn't meant to be Funko related. It was just meant to be about us doing silly stuff. But since we were collecting Funkos, like we had just really gotten into the collecting part of Funko, it was like, all right, well, that's a good in. And then once we got into the community and I started getting in touch with a lot of other people in the community, it just kind of built from there. And it's like, okay, it's mostly a Funko channel, so we're a Funko channel.
All right.
So Rian asks, what's your Funko collection size? How many Funkos do you have?
Like
he's like
plus minus.
There's several. I haven't really counted them all, and as I get them, they kind of pile up. And yeah, I would say I've got over 100. I wouldn't say that. I don't think I'm a big collector yet.
Okay. Well, but it's relative, because 100 for most of us to have 760 something. That's nothing.
We'll give him. Sometimes he gets like this. He thinks he's really famous, and he forgets that.
I'm a nobody. But when I had about 100 and used to see content creators that had like 700-800 pops, I was like, holy crap, that's a lot. But people who knew me and I told them, oh yeah, I have like 100 Funko Pops, they were like, oh my God, 100? That's so many. So it's relative. It depends, it depends who you talk to. 100 could be a lot to somebody or nothing to somebody. So not saying that it's nothing to me. Let me clarify that. I'm just saying it's context.
No. Well, even then I was actually planning on doing more mystery minis than anything else. And that is easier to store.
Yeah, it doesn't take so much space. Yeah.
Yep.
And but then getting a case at a time kind of drains you pretty fast.
Right.
Now, if I can throw a question in there, I noticed in one of the view shots of one of your videos, you got a gentleman wearing pink, and he happens to have the name of Razor Ramon. Is there any particular reason you had that, Pop? Are you a wrestling fan, or did you just happen to stumble upon this because you liked the way it looked? Or what's the story behind that one, if I can ask?
Honestly, when I used to watch wrestling when I was very young, and he was the bad guy, And
The ultimate bad guy, yeah. Razor Ramon.
And as I got older, I kind of dip in and out, but I kind of figured later. It's kind of like after the fact when I found out that all my favorite wrestlers were part of what was called the Clique, and I'm like, wow, okay. I'm like, so yeah, I'm a Clique fan.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I couldn't have told you that until I heard them say it. But yeah, the one that you see there is when I was spelling out my name in Funko Pops, and I had to put R. So Razor Ramon was the guy to do it. I won't do the accent though.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And actually, the first three letters actually works. R-A-Z. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You could have just been like, okay, I don't have an A or a Z, so Razor, Raise. There you go.
I could have made that a much shorter video.
Yeah, right.
I'm done. That's fine. 30 seconds. YouTube Shorts. That's it.
YouTube Shorts. There you go. Oh man. All right. So anybody out in the chat, if you have questions for Raze, don't hesitate to throw them in there as we go, because we're gonna be just having some fun. You guys know how we do. We're gonna start off talking Funko. And first thing we're going to bring up.
I don't think they did anything upsetting this week, did they?
Not that I know of. I mean, this one was kind of upsetting, but not really. Mainly because
you know what? I actually did get upset with this.
It's the same mold with a different head. I think this is the third one they've done of a musician jumping in this position. So it's like
what do they think? All guitarists jump?
Yeah, right.
Do they think all guitarists jump? Like, are they like? It makes me so sad sometimes,
There is the song Jump, so
I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense for this pop.
I think, yeah, for sure. But I mean, the 30 pops before this, what were the reasons? I'm sure all of them made a song Jump, like it makes me so. Oh man, see, I shouldn't have seen this picture. You know that
we set him off,
and then
we set him off,
and then the stand looks like he's jumping because it's really flying up his ass, that's why he's jumping. Never mind because of this,
Oh man. Cause we had who else? Who was it? Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly. Does Machine Gun Kelly jump when he's rapping songs?
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
He's jumping in his, isn't he? Oh,
and there was another one. Was it Joan Jett? Same thing. That jumping position.
Also jumping.
And
you know what? I bet you know what Funko does. This is what Funko does. Let's mess with them. Just because we can.
Funko said, well, we're just going to put out all these new rock pops with them jumping. Even if they don't jump, they're all going to be jumping.
Doesn't make sense because, we're just going to do it. We got the power.
Oh. I mean, but if any pop does make sense, it's this one. Like Ray said, he did the song called Jump, which I forgot all about. So now that you mentioned it, okay, yeah.
But listen, that luscious locks that he's got, me, I'm a big fan of Funko Pop hair. They did a good job of it.
They did a good job with the hair. Oh, okay. So next one, we got the Boba Fett book bag. We don't really go too much into like the bags and stuff, but it's a cool looking bag.
Loungefly.
Yeah, it's a cool bag. It's actually at Walmart. I don't think it's Loungefly. Like they do some pretty good Loungefly bags. Nah, this is a Walmart exclusive.
Okay.
I still like my backpacks, but I don't really care that much. Although if I saw it and it was cheap enough, I'd buy it. This is gonna piss you off. There you go, Pop Heat.
Oh wow.
The next artist series from a Target, it's Splinter. He's purple. He's got Master written on him and Sensei and his own face all over his face.
I don't know if anyone's noticed this, but his nose is really, really, really irritating.
Yeah.
Oh my! I can't unsee it. And then he's. Oh man, it's not right, guys. Like, what are they doing? Like, I think I said it on the group the other day. Artist series is becoming the new Chrome.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think?
Favorite metal band is anybody that this guy is.
Oh, hold up.
In front of.
Oh, Alice Cooper. Nice. Alice Cooper. There we go.
That's a sick pop, bro. That is a sick pop.
It really is.
So there you go, Chase. Favorite metal band. I don't know if I have my favorite band is Nirvana. I don't think you call them metal though. They were more grunge. I don't know if I have a favorite metal band. I'd have to define who metal is and then think about it. Does Aerosmith count? Because I became a huge Aerosmith fan.
Did it one time, I'm sure.
Oh man. Funkopedia said this is just dumb. Yeah, well, we knew all of these were coming because when they started with Michelangelo, we knew all the Turtles and Splinter was coming. Still not a fan of them.
I think they went in the wrong way. What is he hold? Is that meant to be his cane in his hand there?
Yeah, his cane is in his hand.
Look at the teeth. Now I can't unsee his teeth either.
Yeah, right. Caitlin
I
said
see
Chrome was
PDX also
cooler.
question there too, just above. Sorry.
Yeah. I saw it. We're gonna get to it. Art series are just plain lazy. Reeves are almost dip and done. See, the art series, when they first started them, I didn't see them as lazy. They kind of looked like they were putting effort into the designs. The designs became lazy because the art series itself, we all know it was Hydro Dip. And
the concept is cool. The concept is awesome.
Right, exactly.
It really is. But when they start doing stupid things like having baby blue colored what do you call it, Hydro Dip on one of those manly men flipping WWE history.
You don't like that one.
One of my problems with it is if you hadn't said this was Splinter, I never would have guessed.
No. I agree with you. 100% there, bro. That's exactly it right there.
Oh, so Funkopedia.
I do have sodas, and I actually have two more that are. I got one at C2E2, and I got another one. I tend to wait till I have 6 to do at once, so I always do a 6-pack.
That makes sense, bro.
Yeah. Cool. This one, I don't know if you guys know about my soda hunt, but I dropped a video a couple weeks ago. 2 Soda Saturday. It's a great video. You guys should go watch it. So
flex.
Why is that a flex? I'm talking about a video I did.
We know why it's a flex once people watch it.
I'm not even going to talk. It can't even be a flex in that sense because it's just about time. It's not even about what I got. It's that I finally got it. And if that's not enough of a hint for you guys, then I don't know. Just go watch the video. Not now though. Wait till after the stream.
Not now. Wait till after, please. What an important guest here, guys.
Yeah, we got an important guest here. So Hawkeye, the Target exclusive Hawkeye. I don't know if it's a 2-pack. I'm assuming that it's separate because it doesn't say 2-pack. We got Clint and Kate in their holiday sweaters from the episode where they were chilling out at her aunt's house. I'm not really interested. They're good pops though. Like if I was trying to get the Hawkeye pops, I would definitely go for these. I like the fact that their faces are all scarred up with the bandages. So, it kind of fits the episode. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I'll go with what Chase would say. They look too human. The thing is, you wouldn't know they're Hawkeye pops. It could be random people wearing jumpers that fallen on a skiing holiday or something stupid like that. You know what I'm saying? It does.
Right.
Nothing about it really says Hawkeye. Like I think I don't know. I'm not trying to be negative or anything. Like obviously I dig the series Hawkeye and everything, and
it's not trying, but.
Yeah.
PDX said he likes the one with the dog. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, the dog. Can you imagine? Only because of the dog, those pops are cool. You know what I mean? It's right.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about it before, and obviously, when you have pops like these, where if you're not watching the show, you wouldn't immediately know who that's supposed to be. Like, yeah, that happens with a lot of stuff because there's a lot of TV shows out there that have pops that if I didn't know if I wasn't aware of what show they were from, I wouldn't know what that pop is. So unfortunately, that's what happens when you have these human type figures from a TV show or a movie or whatever. It's like, yeah, they just look like 2 random people. But if you know Hawkeye, you're like, oh, that's Hawkeye and Kate. Cool. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's the unfortunate part with it.
Mm-hmm.
Love the Christmas sweaters. Yeah, that's another thing that's pretty cool about it that they have on the Christmas sweaters. Target exclusives.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed who that was. I haven't seen the show, so
yeah. So in your case, you would have been like, okay, I don't know who they are, and you would have been like,
I was in the market for Christmas jumper or Christmas sweater.
Is he
I
wearing
really wanted that.
Is that mistletoe? I can't tell.
No, it's the sweater design coming around his neck, and it's a grumpy cat with a Santa hat on.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I would have guessed a medal, but
yeah, that's what I thought when I first saw it too.
Looks like a necklace or something. Yeah,
yeah, it looks like it's a
grumpy cat medal.
Yeah, that's exactly how it looks. And I forgot who's on.
Imagine a solid gold chain with a grumpy cat.
Grumpy cat.
A grumpy cat solid gold chain. Yeah, boy.
Heck yeah, that would be awesome. Here we go. See, we said there was nothing that upset us this week. Look at this.
I think I tried to block it. I think that's what the problem was. I think I tried to block it.
And we just come across the third thing that upset you this week. This one, unfortunately, well, I won't say unfortunately. For me, this wasn't as upsetting as most people. I don't like it, but I wasn't upset by it because at least the patterns match more of what they're supposed to be.
You know what I think would help? You know what I think would help in this instance? If Dr. Freeze, right, and I'm afraid a big fan of Dr.
Mr.
Freeze. Freeze, sorry.
You're Dr. Freeze. This is Mr. Freeze.
Now listen, the thing I like, if they just made the snowflakes smaller, it would have done justice anyway. Then there would have been a legit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Honestly, you know what I mean? I think they're overcompensating and they're making the snowflakes too big, and then it's ending up going over 5 parts of his body and making it look awkward as hell.
Yeah, and I like the diamonds because the diamonds.
It looks really cool. It does. If I had to pick one of these two, I'll definitely pick Mr. Freeze. But why is the cat lady? What's her name again? Catwoman. Why is she pink?
Catwoman.
Well, it's supposed to be more purplish because that's part of her color scheme.
Wouldn't it be more purple?
Yeah, it's like a very light purple, so it looks pinkish. But
yeah,
oh, that's the same mold that we used for the Batman Returns Catwoman.
Yeah, both of them. Yep,
and that whip can very easily pop off of that leg and break.
Really?
That's really, I got it. I took it out one time and I'm never taking it out again because,
the pressure of it breaking is too much.
It would take nothing at all to break that off.
Okay. So there you go, guys. We got some insight from Ray's Chaos because I didn't get this pop and I don't know if I've seen anyone open it on the channel. So, yeah, if you're going to get this pop, be careful with
To be honest, like I can't, I can fold the Ninja Turtle ones a lot easier than I can fold these ones. Yeah. As I say, I think if they just worked on the actual pictures that they use on the Hydra dips, I think it'll be a lot better. Mm-hmm. And then for me, I've always seen Catwoman or Cat Lady, I forget.
Catwoman.
Catwoman. That's it. Okay.
Just said it.
as a fierce character, isn't it? Not a glamorous person. You know what I mean? So like using this shade of purple and having it look like it's all like pretty and that sort of thing. I don't think it fits, man.
Bees popping. What's up? Thank you for showing up. Should have been black. She was never pink in any show. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm thinking it's supposed to be a light purple and not necessarily pink. I don't think they would have done black because I think hydro dipping on black would have been harder. It's much easier to do a light color than print dark colors over it than do a dark color and print light colors over it, in my opinion. But I don't know anything about art and hydro dip, so I could be wrong. But the only
if you look at that future drip hydro dips, was it Mandalorian future dips?
The Mandalorian.
Those were dark colors.
The Boba Fett ones, yeah.
Boba Fett hydro dips. Those worked, didn't they?
Yeah, but those were Futura, though. I think it's a different process.
Okay.
Because that was actually an artist who did those designs. I think they were a different process. I could be wrong.
Okay. Though, so. No. I don't know. You know me. I hate it because it looks silly. Know what I mean? Like,
but I like the only issue I have with it is Catwoman, not necessarily because of the pop or the color or whatever, but the mask and the whip, it's kind of dominatrixy. And it's like that's what I see when I see the pop. Like I know it's Catwoman, I know what they're going for, but it's just kind of like, okay, that just gives me weird vibes about buying this pop.
That's kind of that's kind of going hand in hand with what I'm saying. Like it just looks too. I'll get you to that place type thing. You know what I mean? So,
I can see that going because Catwoman does have a huge fan base, and they can sell that just because it's Catwoman. Mr.
For sure.
Doesn't have the same kind of. There's not a lot of people out there that just collect all things Mr. Freeze.
Right. And especially this version of them, because a lot of people don't. Listen. I make no mistakes and no excuses. I loved all the Batman movies, even the Batman and Robin with Mr. Freeze. Like it was so campy and silly. Yes, it wasn't a great movie, but it's so hilarious. I love that movie.
It's just meant to be fun.
Yeah, and people took it way too serious, especially coming off the two Tim Burton movies, and then Batman Forever, which I loved too because I loved Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones together. They were hilarious to me. But you know, then when you got to this movie with Mr. Freeze and of course Robin and Batgirl, I mean, yes, it was stupid. Yes, the plot was sickening. I hate that the way they portrayed Bane. But as far as just going in and having fun, just watch the movie and have fun. It's hilarious.
How serious are you going to expect a movie when Mr. Freeze is sitting there sucking on a frozen cigar? Yeah. I mean, it's like, come on. It's like if you were expecting.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
If you're expecting super realistic, never mind.
Right, exactly. and like even the ice puns, like when you watch some of the older Batman stuff, especially Batman animated series, they did a lot of that stuff too. It was just more subtle and it wasn't overused. So in the movie, it's not like they were out of control with it. They were trying to emulate what came before. It just didn't hit the way they expected it to hit. But it's a funny movie. Go back and watch it. Trust me, you're gonna love it. And if anybody dabbles in substances, do it while you're doing that. And oh my God, yeah, you're gonna have a great time. What's up, DPJ? Thank you for showing up. Next up, we got DJ Khaled. How many people bought this pop?
To be honest, I would actually, if I was walking in the store and this pop was on the shelf, I might just buy it because of the sneakers.
Right. See,
honestly, like, to be honest, it's just, very well done.
I feel the same with this pop. Like, if I saw, like, I always say, I like buying pops when I can get a deal. So, you go to like Hot Topic or whatever, buy 2, get 1 free, or buy 3, get 1 75% off. And if I can't find the pops that complete the sale, I'll throw in a random pop. This would be a random pop I would throw in. It's like I'm not actively going after it. I don't care about it, but it looks cool enough. I know who he is. I'd throw it in there. Like, or if I got it in a mystery box, like I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, oh, DJ Khaled, great.
I'm not even really sure I know who he is. Isn't he the one that said that he never went down on anybody? Didn't he make a big statement that he didn't like to do that? That's about all I know.
That was oh my God, who said that? Oh, I don't remember who said that. But they just went on meme after meme after meme. No, wasn't that
I don't know enough to want it.
Wasn't that Ben Affleck who said that? Somebody I know what you're talking about.
It was a musician that had said that he doesn't like to do that.
Yeah. It could have been, but I don't know if DJ Khaled said. He might have, but yeah, if he's not in your wheelhouse, obviously you don't care about this pop. So
Chase is very excited there.
He's not buying just to burn it. Oh, okay. So DPJ said, "Yeah, you're correct." I never heard.
Okay.
I heard somebody else had said that, and they made a lot of memes about it. But okay, there you go. One way to remember him.
I'm never gonna forget that now. Like, geez, that's the guy that never went down anybody.
Listen, that people have their preferences. He don't like.
Always got to find that way of being unique. I mean,
yeah, right.
That's it, Mr. Unique.
Oh man. Okay, we're gonna skip all this. I had posted. I was going through my comic collection.
You finally went through your comics.
Yeah, I still have more.
Sam was like, "Is Jkl starting to collect comics too?"
Like, no,
he's just got boxes that's full of it.
Yeah, and I haven't even posted them all. I just stopped, so I still have some more pictures to post. And I ain't even finished going through the whole collection. That's just about half. So anyway, this one dropped for pre-order on Amazon. The Doc Ock Sinister 6 Deluxe set. There's going to be 7 of them.
That's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, Deluxe is I mean, it's smaller than a 6-inch, but bigger than a regular. So you know.
No, but the fact that there's 7 and they're going to be coming like some sort of huddle form. If you know what I mean?
Well, it's going to be 6 villains and Spider-Man. So this one on the end
but
is
that's
definitely Spider-Man. You could tell by.
But you know what I mean? They're going to be all gathered. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's going to take up a lot of space if you have it built together.
Yeah, it probably will because I got the first Avengers Assemble set and it takes up a nice bit of room. You definitely have to have a good bit of space to display it if you plan on it. Mine's are still up in the boxes. I only put it together once when I got them all just to see how it looked. And I love it. I just don't have a place to put it. I can't put it anywhere connected. So I put it back in the boxes and put it up. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. I actually want to collect it. I didn't pre-order this one. I'm going to wait and see what happens. But I do want to get it, though. Come on, Sinister 6. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Awesome set.
Yeah. You know us Pop Chaos people. We just like the villains. I'm going to throw in a cheeky question, if that's all right. This Brew, do you have a specific line of Funko Pops that you like to collect, or you're just going with what you like?
Primarily, I just go with what I like. I kind of lean towards DC. I tend to stay away from Marvel and Star Wars because they're both bobblehead stuff. And
you know what? I knew there was a reason I liked you, man. I knew there was a reason I liked you. I can't like that. That's one of the big reasons I don't collect Marvel and Star Wars myself is because the fact that they're bobbleheads. I think I've got maybe 2. I got 1 Marvel, 1 Star Wars, and I have to have those. But I mean, bro, I agree with you 100%. Bobbleheads, it's annoying.
So guys, we're coming to the end of the stream because we have 2 Marvel and Star Wars haters now.
I love Marvel and Star Wars. I just don't like the pops.
The concept of the bubble, yeah.
I mean, I have one cantina shot where Han shot. He didn't shoot first. He was the only one that shot.
Yes, he shot only. Thank you. Okay, guys, we can continue the stream because we have a true Star Wars fan here.
He just saved himself.
Oh man.
But yeah, I've got 1 Marvel that has it's She-Hulk and it's glow in the dark, and she's my favorite Marvel character. So they're just me reminding myself when I walk out, make sure that you're not getting another bobblehead.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm a big fan about a lot of the bobblehead. Like I am, but like I just can't. It frustrates me. I spend time screwing the heads on a little tighter just so that I can actually have the bob. I got that retro Darth Vader. I just had to have it because the paint job and it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
You know.
Dope. That was pretty dope. Thank you.
I was collecting a lot of the Black Panther pops when the movie came out, and at one point I just held one out, and I'm sitting there looking at Black Panther, who is a majestic king, and his head's kind of just doing this, and I'm like,
yeah. Doesn't make sense.
Come on, man. It's just a bobblehead. Listen, you guys got to do what you take some tissue and you stuff it up in the bottle so that it won't move, and there you go. Or you can screw it down.
Can you imagine you got this? Can you imagine you got this full Sinister Six collected now, and you got them on a table, and you bumped the table, and you got like 192 bobbleheads shaking their heads.
Then put the tissue up in there so it won't wobble, or the packing peanuts, whatever. Like, come on, man, you got.
Yeah, okay, we will. Okay, I'll stop.
So in this set, people have been trying to figure them out. From the time I saw it, I figured all of them out. At least I think I figured them all out. I'm not going to be too aggressive with that statement, but obviously Doc Ock, Spider-Man over here. Bullhead is Mysterio, flying is Vulture, on the end is Electro. Right here, I'm assuming is Sandman because of the arm. You know how he always makes his arm big.
And the bottom, you can look at the bottom, it kind of looks,
Yeah. And right here, it's most likely Venom because he's taking that same kind of Spidey pose. So I'm thinking that one is going to be Venom. So
wasn't Rhino part of the Sinister Six?
Well, there was a rotating cast. I don't remember
who this was the popular. This was the popular.
But I would think if they're going to do a Sinister Six now, they're going to take the Spidey villains from the movies, which are those five, and then throw in Venom. So
yeah, I suppose makes sense. Yeah. What do you think about it, bro?
That's my guess.
Raise.
Oh.
What do you think about this? That's okay. That's okay. What do you think about this? We know you're not a bobblehead collector, but the concept of having the Sinister Six in a group with Spider-Man.
Oh, I love that idea. I mean, that should be. I mean, that would be something that I would collect if they weren't bobbleheads. I would probably have every Marvel character that I could get because, especially doing something like that, because just to have a. I mean, I only got the Pop Town of the Hall of Justice because it was like, give me a little Hall of Justice to have set up, and yeah, that would definitely be a really awesome thing to have. It probably will more likely be movie-based characters, which I just saw the last Venom movie with Carnage, and yeah, I love the little end scene credit, which just got me excited.
Just making sure no spoilers. I haven't watched it yet.
I'm not giving you a spoiler.
Well, the end credits I already know because it's hard to avoid that spoiler this far from the movie, so that's not a bad one. But yeah, that's not a bad spoiler. But don't spoil the movie in general. I haven't seen it.
No.
Okay.
But when I watch those movies, really the thing I'm looking for is usually just like, what are the other characters that they haven't mentioned that's in the movie that will get me excited? Like when I got in there and very beginning of the movie, you find out Shriek's a member, and I knew that even before they named her. I was just like, oh, no way.
Yeah.
So what do you say? You see Sandman the Fifth and right. So yeah, people saying can any of them be Green Goblin? I mean, this one in the middle could possibly be Green Goblin because the shape of the head, because he does wear a hood sometimes, so it could be a hood. The thing is, the body looks too smooth. It looks like, to me, it most likely spandex of some sort, but it could be Green Goblin.
Unless it's the William Dafoe Goblin, where it's that kind of like that that hardened suit.
I would say that they wouldn't use Green Goblin in that, just because if they are basing it on the movies, they're really not going to put Dr. Octopus and Green Goblin in the same thing, because those are the two big heavies.
Right.
So
yeah. And another reason why I wouldn't say it's Green Goblin, because he doesn't have the glider. Like, one of his defining features is his glider. It's like having the Vulture without his wings, like a Doc Ock without his legs. Like, yeah,
for sure. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Glider. So that's another reason I don't think it's Green Goblin. But we'll have to wait and see to see who all of them really are. But that's my guesses, and I'm pretty sure most other people would agree to who the characters are. The only one that really is suspect is this one in the middle, but all the rest are kind of plain to see who they are. So we'll see. Actually, Chase had asked something. Let me get to his comment before we get to the next picture. Get any phone numbers from any of the cosplay chicks from the beginning of your videos?
Some of them are friends of mine, yes.
See, I didn't want to go there because I go to I've said it before. I've been to New York Comic Con the past 10 years, 11 really, but they skipped one, so 10 years. And it's cool to meet them and be friendly. And a lot of cosplayers I've met, we meet year after year, and I don't know them, but they recognize me because like, oh hey, what's going on? We see each other every freaking year. You start to remember faces.
Right.
I couldn't imagine asking for phone numbers. Especially now, it's like, hey, I'm single. Why not? See if they say, but it's just kind of weird because especially when most of them are dressed scantily. So it's kind of like you probably get hit on all day. Like, I don't want to ask you for a phone number. But yeah, do you get any phone numbers?
Some of them I know, and some of them I don't. And it's like the Zatanna that I have in the videos. She didn't want to give her real name. She didn't want to do anything like that. But I even got an outtake of her doing that, of doing the greeting, which was hysterical. And I kept it just because she just immediately messes up and looks away really fast and uses some profanity, which was hysterical. But some of them are just there to do that. Sometimes, like when I have a cosplayer who has an online presence, I do put their information in the description box,
right?
Which they're aware of. And my video Friday, which is pretty much just a big music video of me going through there. I've got several featured people in that I put their information in the description box just in case. Because that's part of what I enjoy doing is just, showing off artists and letting other people check out their stuff. So if you see somebody and you're like, wow, if you like something that some piece of art that you've seen that I'm talking about, I put the information in my description so you can check them out later if you want.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I have to say, when I saw like some of your intros where you have cosplayers saying welcome to your channel stuff, I'm like, okay, I haven't been doing YouTube for as long as I've been going to cons, but the past few years that I've gone to cons and had the channel, why didn't I think of this? It's freaking genius. Like I'm around cosplayers at least those 3 to 4 days that I'm at this con, taking pictures, talking to people. Like I could have had so many people like, oh, welcome to Jkl Awesome or whatever. And I see you do it. And I'm like, oh my God.
Listen,
so
like,
awesome.
tell me, like, I was actually thinking about asking, like, with that, like, do you just go up to people and say, listen, man, I've got a YouTube channel. Do you mind just giving me a quick intro? Then, if you don't mind, like, do they ask for money for this type of thing because they're dressed up in costume, or do they just willingly do it just to advertise their cosplay talents?
A little bit of both. I haven't had anybody ask me for money, but like if I'm going to a cosplayer and asking something like that, obviously they're there to sell their stuff. So I'll buy a print off of them, or, and in one case, Hendo, she wasn't even, she's not even real. She's only half in costume in the intro. And that's because I've seen her at a couple different cons, and I just asked her if she'd do that, and she just clarified it's for your channel, right? Not, something else? And I said, yeah. And she was willing to do it. But yeah, it was a Sunday decision. I was there all weekend and that Sunday, and I thought, this, as often as I go, I should be able to do this. And then I came back from that con and they locked everything down. So I've been stuck with what I've been stuck with for a while now.
But still, listen, it's genius, man. And I'm not gonna lie. Next year, I'm jacking your idea. Like,
it's fun.
If you see my intros, you know I'm gonna do it.
And as I told the one professional cosplayer I got last time, or this time, she kind of straddled the line, whether it was just, I was like, well, you can either do it as your character or you can do it as you. Either way, I'll put your information in the description.
Right.
And she kind of did both.
Okay.
And then I realized as I was walking away that she didn't even put the whole thing on. She was being Painkiller Jane, and she didn't put the sunglasses on. So.
Okay. But it's like, all right, they do you a favor. It's like cool. Like I have come across some cosplayers, you want to take their picture. Sometimes they're not in costume, so they're like no, but I've never really had an issue when you want to take a picture or take a video or even have them like perform in a video, because I've seen, like, when you go to New York Comic Con, there's like usually an area where everybody knows this is where we take pictures, this is where we shoot video, you know, this is where we have like all the Spider-Men get together or all the Venoms come together. Last year there was a lot of Loki. Well, this year there were a lot of Lokis because of the Loki show. And you know, most times, people get together and have fun and do stuff, and there's no real exchange of goods as far as, oh, you have to pay me for this. Like,
right.
I don't really see a lot of people that's that uppity per se to say, oh, well, you got to pay me for my talents or whatever. Like, you know, most people are there to have fun, and like you said, they want to get their name out there. So even if your channel isn't that big, the fact that you could introduce them to people who don't know them is enough for them to say, oh yeah, I'll do that for you. No worries. You know, so.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I only got like 3 of them this time. And, and yes, Chase, you were one of the first people that got in there. I'm actually partially deaf, so I'm not a musician at all. But yeah, I've actually got one artist and a writer of a book that I ordered from there. And so this time I've got like a couple people that aren't cosplayers. They're just, and part of the reason why I did this is because the writer actually wants to, she suggested I interview her. And I just told her I've never interviewed anybody in my life. I don't know how to set up any kind of live thing or record call or anything like that. And she said, still, just give me the chance, and handed me her card. And I thought, okay, well, we'll figure it out. So yeah, inviting me to live stream is helping me out a little bit.
There you go. Yeah. And
things happen that put you in the position to do great things, my brother. So
yeah,
we got a first step in the door, man.
And yeah, I started an interview show, which I haven't done an episode in forever. I'm going to start back in the new year. They're coming back, guys. I've already made the decision to do them. But yeah, it's like I've never interviewed anyone before. I just kind of started watching, because I watched a lot of late night shows and a lot of shows where people come on, like daytime TV or whatever. And, you know, people come on, you hear the questions they're asked. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make my show, since it's more Funko centric, the channel, I'm just going to ask a lot of Funko stuff and not really dig into their personal lives or anything like that. Like, just have some fun talking Funko and throw in some silly questions in there. Like I asked, you know, does pineapple belong on pizza? Because, you know, it's one of those things where I personally don't care. Eat your food how you want to eat your food. But some people really go crazy over stuff like that. Like, oh my God, pineapple on pizza is disgusting. And some people are like, oh, it's the best thing ever. So, you know, you just kind of, in my case, I just kind of wanted to have fun with people. And some other people, they do interviews, they want to go more in depth into who the person is and their background and what made them do what they want to do. And So my advice, as not a professional interviewer, is just have fun with it. Because if you have fun with it, it can never be bad. Like if you try to get too intense or too serious or then you have a tendency to go down like a fiery plane going down. So I would say just have fun with it.
Editing, that's what I'm counting on.
yeah, exactly. And editing fixes a lot. Oh man. So and Chase said Chase is always willing to help out, especially when it comes to editing, graphics, whatever. So definitely hit Chase.
Or even advice on how to do things and how that sort of thing. Chase is very handy guy to have on his side.
Awesome. So we're gonna talk about these pops while we go through some more of the comments. Iron Maiden. Okay, I know I might get a lot of hate for this, but I was never really a huge Iron Maiden fan. I do know some of their songs and I like their songs, but I've never really been super into them. But these pops, oh my god.
They look awesome, don't they, man?
Honestly,
the match made I'm amazed that it took them this long to do something like this.
Right.
But listen, they've done Iron Maiden pops recently, haven't they? They did it back in March, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they're very similar though. But these ones look so much better than that first round they sent out.
Mm-hmm. And
they're
so
much
much
better.
NFTs too. They did
the guy on the bottom left. I mean, I'm not familiar. Like I know Iron Maiden is, but I'm not like familiar. Now the guy on the bottom left, that pop looks freaky as fuck, but that looks really awesome, man. That looks really sick. That's one of those things you want as a supersized pop, or a jumbo sized pop. Sorry, because it just you need to have a little bit more
detail.
pop to look at. If you know what I mean, yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Raze. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying that they're all Eddie. It's the same person. And,
okay.
Eddie from an album. Okay. Thank you. Because
again,
we don't know. Holly English,
we learn, bro. We learn. No intro, no
outro.
That's that was a big favorite of mine in high school. So.
First, let's clarify. Funko PDX. I didn't say that music sucks. Okay.
I didn't either. Like,
you're not gonna drag me down with you. All I'm saying is I've never been a huge fan.
Listen to Iron Maiden.
Oh man, it said bottom middle of 775. Yeah. And he said nothing I collect, but they're cool. Again, exactly. Nothing I collect, but I always equate it to if I got these in a mystery box, I'd be so excited because they look awesome.
So if we had to look at this picture, what is the one fault I can see in this picture?
The one fault you can see in this picture?
Yeah, what is the one fault that would irritate me?
What would irritate you about this picture? I would say
they weren't all yours.
Probably this one in the middle with the stand.
That's it, man. Look at that. I mean, come on, man. You got so creative with the pop itself, and then you come, let me put this silly little plastic stand on it.
Well, you know how I feel about stands too, but in this case, I don't know if there's any other way they could have done this pop because it's not going to stand by itself. And I'm sure there's a reason why it's just his spine with no legs.
What I was going by is they could have just not made it plastic and see-through. They could have just maybe changed the color a little bit or just made it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think it's just a spine, so there's no bottom, so there's no way to make.
I get that. I do understand that. But what I'm saying is they could have been a little bit more creative and not just have it translucent clear. They got wonderful colors in every single other one of the pops, and including the pop that's on this silly little plastic see-through stand. They could have chosen a color and maybe sprayed it a color. Maybe make it a nice yellow, like the flames on his head. Is it flames on his head? I can't really see.
Yes, flames on his head. I think.
Do you know what I'm saying? I understand that it's half a body and they don't have feet to stand on. You're saying that they could have not maybe used a translucent clear stand when they made the rest of them. So
I think in cases where they have pops like this, or pops that don't have legs to really support the pop, they need to do like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but sometimes action figures have these stands that go behind them. So it's
like behind the hips.
Yeah.
Like it comes, it like clips around their hip or something, isn't it?
Yeah, they could have did something like that where it's like a hole in the back of the pop where you just pop it in and then it's like a stand to hold it. So
yeah,
it's
I like what DC did with the Spectre and Dr. Fate this last time, where the capes came down and the pop didn't touch the ground; it was being held up by the cape.
Yes,
And
that's a lot.
That was a great idea.
Yeah, a lot of that, and that's the thing with a lot of the newer pops. They're starting to incorporate the characters' capes or hair or powers or whatever in the designs, and I like stuff like that because it makes the base part of the pop as opposed to just a stand. So, yeah, if they can do it, I like when they do it. Just like with the Powerpuff Girls, they did the Powerpuff Girls taking off the newer ones, and each one of their stands looks like their color.
Yeah,
and if you've ever seen a TV show, when they take off, their color trails them, so it looks like they're taking off and their colors trailing them. Awesome. So when they
tried there, you see, they tried. They can do it. We do believe they can do it, but the reason why they don't, we're not too sure.
Yeah. I mean, in some cases, I'm going to tell you exactly why, and we all know why. It costs too much money to put the extra effort. So it's like just stick a hole on the bottom, throw a stand in there. That's it.
Well, sure. While they're busy painting the pop itself, why not paint it in the same little jar of paint? Like, I don't know. I'm just, I'm just trying to be.
I know, but you know how that is. It's just
a pain in everyone's ass.
A pain in the butt. They're not going to. So here we go. The most exciting pop of the week for me, the set, because you guys know I'm all about Star Wars. Amazon exclusive, Darth Maul Deluxe. It's the Duel of the Fate set. No surprise if that's Darth Maul and Duel of the Fate set. This right here is Obi-Wan. This right here is Qui-Gon Jinn. Easy. I'm getting it.
So there's only three pops in this. It's not another one behind.
No, it's only 3 in the set. It's from the end of the Phantom Menace when all 3 of them were fighting on the ship.
Oh, when they're doing all that high jumps and flips and okay. Yeah. I originally thought I didn't understand what was going on with this, but I thought, were they running after each other and everyone's running in circles?
They run in circles.
I couldn't understand it. Honestly, like I'm learning Star Wars, right? I'm learning a lot of Star Wars from Jkl Awesome right here, but like I couldn't understand it. I thought like that's really cool, but I didn't understand why they were running in circles. But now the fact that you reminded me, it's when the teacher and the student busy fighting with Darth Maul. It makes more sense now.
Running in circles would be dope for like Tom and Jerry. You have like Tom, Jerry, and the dog, and have them running in circles. That would be funny.
Or get the hallway with the doors where they keep running.
Yeah, keep going through the doors.
Oh yeah,
yes. That would be a dope.
That would be a sick set. Like, can you imagine?
That would be a good deluxe Scooby-Doo set because you have enough characters.
Yeah, it happens in Scooby-Doo as well. Yeah,
Ghost or whoever. Oh, that would be. See, listen. Rays, I know you're not on the show much and you probably haven't watched a lot of the shows. We talked about it. It's okay. We're not mad. You watch when you can. No worries. But when we bring up ideas like this, Funko tends to bring out those types of pops that we talked about weeks, sometimes months beforehand. So when you see this deluxe pop come out of Scooby-Doo or Tom and Jerry or whoever it is, don't even have to be those characters, doing that type of thing, remember you were on our show when we said it. Okay.
I actually copywritten that, so I'll be expecting a phone call.
There you go. Oh man. Before we go more into this pop, yes, Slipknot. I have the first 3 Slipknot pops. Would they be considered metal? Because that would probably be my favorite metal band if we're talking metal.
Yeah, I think Slipknot counts.
The reason why I don't think the rest of the band is going to be dropped, at least no time soon, is because the first 3 probably didn't sell that well. And they're not going to put money into something that's not selling well. Even if there's like 9 people in the band, they dropped 3, it didn't sell well. Yeah, we're not doing it. So unfortunately, I don't have much hope for more Slipknot pops, although I want them. Marilyn Manson, yes, I would definitely get, because he's had so many looks. It would be dope to get. And the thing is, we say Marilyn Manson,
have a Marilyn Manson collection,
but it's a band. So get the whole band first of all, and the lead singer. He's had so many different looks. It would be dope to get more of him. Ozzy,
Yeah, but I mean, you literally can start one collection, which is Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, right. Ozzy, I don't care about that much. The Beatles would be cool to get a set of the Beatles and some Rob.
Is there not Beatles booked yet?
I'm surprised they didn't do the Beatles when they did the big
John Lennon.
The albums that Walmart just released. I'm surprised the Beatles weren't part of that.
I would assume that the license was a bitch to get.
Yeah, maybe they're still trying. Maybe they're saving it for one of the big cons or something.
I mean, they got the Doors, so
because the Beatles, we all know, like their discography, yeah, like it, their what do you call it when you have their catalog? Jesus, like it's a lot of money to own that. And I could imagine getting the rights to their likenesses and all that stuff would be a pain and cost a lot of money.
If they can get Disney, they can get anybody.
Well, I don't think Disney would be as tight on their license. If
you see it from that point of view, yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, you know, who's to say?
Disney sued its architect in I believe it was somewhere in the around the Mediterranean because they wanted to learn how to raise some of the ships that have been sunk there. And so one of the engineers had the idea of putting down like empty balloon bladders, filling them with air and letting them float back up.
Right.
And well, Disney looked back and saw that they had done a story like that with Donald Duck. So they wouldn't let him trademark that technique. It's just like because they had the idea in a Donald Duck cartoon comic book.
Because you know what?
Are you serious?
Because somebody probably watched that, got the idea, and was like, "Hey, why don't we do this thing?" They didn't say they got it from Disney. They're just saying like, "This is a good idea," and Disney was like, "Nope, that's our idea."
Nope. Yeah, that's exactly what they did. You can't trademark that. We got it.
Oh man. And listen, Chase, I will have you know that I've listened to a lot of rock music over the years of my life. I don't know. Listen, when it comes to music, there are very few artists that I could tell you the name, all of the members, the names of all the songs. Even some of my favorite artists, I don't remember the names of all their songs. I just like the music. I like the band. I'm not hardcore where I need to know every name of every song and every album. If I remember it, I do. Most times I don't. Sometimes I'll be listening to a song and think it's one band and it's a different band, but I like the song. So you can send me a mix. I'll gladly listen to it, but it's not that I don't know. I'm just not as versed in metal as other things. Okay. Jeez. So
gonna send you a mixtape, bro.
Slayer. Yeah, send me a mixtape. Beatles album Yellow Submarine. Yes, that's a good one. He said,
I believe they came out around about the Monty Python pops came out. Yeah.
Let's see, and then they dropped this one. Honestly, I don't know who this is.
Apparently, he's pretty famous somehow, some way. I don't know, but it's a really random looking pop. Like,
I think he's a gamer.
I don't know.
Because for whatever reason, he strikes me as a gamer. I don't think it's a musician, but I'm not sure. So somebody has to clue me in. And I didn't even look it up. I could have easily looked it up and be like, oh, okay, who is this person? Look up the name.
No
but
idea.
I didn't even bother. I was hoping somebody would just let us know. But yeah, I don't know who that
Chase is suggesting that I'm old because I said mixtape instead of mix CD.
Well, I was going to say mixtape too, but I read.
But listen, Chase, you're showing just how old you are because you can actually just send the files over to him instead of the CD.
Yeah, right. Yeah, even say a CD, you could have just sent me the digital. Yep. Oh, Slipknot pop coming, bloody crack. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. If they have a new album coming, it's possible that they're holding out to drop the pops with the album. So. That makes sense. I'm not confident with that idea, but it does make sense. And this one they announced late last night. Well,
Yeah, dropped
relatively
very
late,
surprisingly late.
depending
Yeah,
on where you were. I was doing the live with TechBot last night when they announced this one. Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel, and that was her first appearance as the Captain Marvel persona.
I'm wondering if those are going to be bobbleheads too, because they are more collectible than they are figure.
Yeah,
Because they're stuck to the base there. So
yeah, I see what you're saying. So they don't have to make it a bobblehead because it's not a figure; it's a collectible.
Right. That's why they do with the sodas. So
right. Yeah, I don't
That's
think
very
they're.
interesting.
I don't think the ones that come in the with the covers are bobbleheads, but
look,
we'll
we've only had Batman and Superman.
right, and those don't usually come bobbled. So
Those are DC. So
yeah. Well, they did do.
I'm excited to see now.
They did do a Scarlet Witch and Vision that I don't know it's out yet, but like
they're not out yet. So we'll see. I mean, I'd be excited to see. I don't think it's bobbled though. The head is too close to the hands, first of all, so that kind of leads me to believe that it's not. And like you said, it's in a casing, per se. So I don't think it's action figure esque. So I think they could get away with it. But I do like this one. I would probably get it. Probably. Like I haven't gotten
a
any
bobblehead. I'll get it completely.
So Funko Pop and Unicorn answered our question there.
YouTube.
A YouTuber in another language.
I don't know what he does on it. Okay. All right. So maybe not a gamer, but definitely some type of content creator or influencer, as they're called now. We're all influencers, okay?
Influencing
anybody.
Heaven forbid me influencing someone, bro. That's I know there's a lot of other people influencing a biggest load of bullshit, but like me, please, I don't want to be influenced to anybody. Like, don't record. Oh man,
right? Yeah, don't listen to me. Don't let me.
I'm apologizing already. Like, I'm apologizing already. If there's gonna be like an interview later down the line, I'm saying sorry now already.
Yeah, right. Oh man, but this one looks pretty cool. Like I would probably get it.
It is sweet, yeah. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I would love it if the Marvel releases those without being bobbleheads, because every one of them, I'm just thinking of the amount of space they're going to take up.
Yeah.
But sorry, Carol.
The all the comic ones that have come out so far, I've liked them all. I haven't decided to buy any of them yet, though. So I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna. But I say that, and then next week I'll have all of them. So
I'm contemplating the Batman and the Superman, possibly.
Yeah, those I'll probably get.
I got the Superman and the Kramer, which isn't really a comic book, but it's basically the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And just those two, it's just kind of like, wow, these are going to be tough if they keep making them. Like,
yeah.
And the albums are huge, so I don't imagine anybody having more than one of those.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people have all of them. Like, I would be interested in getting
Rian, I think he's got all of them except for the bigger ones. I think he's got all of them.
Well,
the
that's
small
what I meant.
Like, you got one of the big albums, don't you? With the record in it, vinyl, like.
Yes.
I think I saw that in one of your shots too.
Let's pull it.
Yeah, this thing is humongous.
Oh, look at that. The doors. I would like to get that one.
Man, that looks sweet ass, man. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Like the colors of this, the vinyl behind the pops being silver and everything just helps it so much.
Uh-huh.
Somebody actually asked me if I thought that the record played, and I was like, that record is way too thick to be
right.
Yeah.
That's a vinyl.
I was watching PDX's video, but he put a video up about the little mini puffet guys from Ghostbusters. He mentioned something about the newer boxes. Now, I was looking at the boxes. Are they making the boxes where you got on there? Oh, sorry, I'm dropping everything. If you can see on this pop here, this is bigger. Now on the Stay Puffs, it's a lot smaller. It seems like they made this image small on that video. Are they changing their pop design to make this front image smaller? It would be cool because then you got more window.
I don't know, but if that's their plan, then that would be kind of cool. Because one of the things that a lot of people are asking, because when you have the you have the pop, you see how it's this side, and then that. A lot of people have been asking to just make the whole front plastic, so you could just see all the sides of the pop. So that could be their way of compensating. Like, okay, we're gonna make it a little smaller.
They're trying, yeah.
Because all the deluxe pops, you can see the whole thing. I'm trying to find the deluxe one near me, but I don't have one. They're all up high.
No, see, I got a deluxe. It's just the same thing. This is meant to be a deluxe, but it's not.
Oh, okay.
Soon after I started doing videos, I started, opening the pops up just because, like my Krampus, I had no idea that there was a little boy in a bag on his back until I opened that thing up.
Where is that? Oh, the one.
No, but that's true. That's one of the things. That's one of the reasons why I'm actually a out of the box collector, as you can see, because there's a lot of details that you don't see in the box. And I'm not saying that people that collect in the box are dumbasses or anything. I just.
Oh my goodness.
I just feel that you can see so much, like going
it is.
Say is if you look at the Undertaker pop, you'd never know that he has a pony because it's behind. If it's sitting in the box, you're not going to see it.
Yeah, I just did the collection of Hellboy pops, and that was the first time I'd actually taken them out. And the Queen of Blood has this big elaborate helmet that I did not even know was that elaborate until I pulled it out, because even the top of the box corrupted the vision there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was jaw dropping once I pulled it out. I was like, oh my god,
that's so dope.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, that's something I need to do. Like, I probably won't ever do it, or if I do it, it'll be a little at a time, but definitely take my pops out of the boxes. Because honestly, of the 760 something pops that I haven't taken them all out of the box.
You see what he's doing? He does this all the time. It's like 400 million pops I've got in my collection.
I'm just a little embarrassed at the number sometimes. I haven't taken them all out the box. So I'm pretty sure there's some cool detail on some of them that I haven't seen. So, yeah.
Yeah. I keep wanting to ask, when last have you touched your pop? And I realized that is not a PG question to ask.
Oh, it's a PG question. It just could be misconstrued.
Listen, when last have you taken your pop out?
If you have to know, right before
and
the
hold
stream.
it in your hand.
Right before the stream, because I had to use the bathroom. So,
I was worried about the camera coming on, and I didn't want anybody to see my pop.
Yeah, see? Yeah. And speaking of pops with big heads, even though we weren't.
Oh, God, no.
I tried to segue. I tried to do the best I could. The Watcher dropped today from What If, Funko Shop exclusive. It's still available. I know because I literally just brought this up. So I'll even refresh the page for you if you don't believe me. Still available.
It's not a bad looking pop, but I mean,
it should have been deluxe though, because he's supposed to be big.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, when did What If end? 36 years ago?
Yeah, right.
It freaking blows my mind, man.
I think it's cool because he's even comic accurate technically, because
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's a brilliant pop. You know what? They would have sold 5,000 more if they brought it out when What If was still on the freaking TV.
Mm-hmm. And that's something that New and Old said. Like, if it had dropped when What If was still on, or right after What If ended, would have been all over it. But now,
no, but it is, isn't it? It would have been a big seller.
Yeah. I saw that announced. I was kind of surprised that it hadn't already been done.
Yeah,
it's an awesome looking pop. I think it's metallic and everything.
And the thing is, we knew it was coming. It's just the fact that it came so late. Why? Why did they wait so long to come on?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Is when I saw it was available, I was like, I'm surprised that hasn't already been out.
Yeah.
It's sometimes you feel like you're going back in time. It's no, wait, no. What? where are we?
Yeah.
You know,
And then you
I
gotta
thought we passed this time of the year.
and you really have to think about it. Like, didn't they drop this already? Like,
You know, is this a re-release or what is it? You know,
you're like, what's going on?
And you got to
not
wonder
casting
how
Darth
well
as
he's
this
watching if his head's kind of moving around like that.
oh, brilliant, man! Oh, that was so good.
It's a dope pop though, but this is the comment y'all should be paying attention to. The watch will be a grail when season 2 comes back. So definitely, if you're interested, get it now because when season 2 comes back,
it's not going to be a grail if they bring out another 52 of him for second season.
I doubt they're going to do that many, but it's still
not
Funko
52.
exclusive.
If they bring out 2 or 3 more.
And an 18-inch would be dope. They probably won't do an 18-inch next. They'll probably just
do like a 10-inch or something.
But yeah.
I think like they definitely lost the plot here. They should have, like, besides bringing it out on like such a later time, they should have done it no smaller than a supersize.
Yeah, it should have been at the very least supersize. But such as it is, they got some cool looking stuff.
Who's that one above the next to Gingerbread Thanos on the right?
This one?
Yeah.
Peppermint Lane. These are their Christmas pops that they do. Funko did.
Oh, okay. Is it a Funko brand or is it an actual show or something, or what is it?
I don't think it's an actual show, not that I know of.
I don't know what it is. I've never.
They just did these pops that.
I've only seen the Peppermint Lane on the Funko stuff, so
yeah. I actually have the light up Christmas Town or something that I bought for like $3 when my when my my GameStop was going out of business. I was like, oh, I'll buy a pop for $3.
Listen, you know what? I thought they would actually make those gingerbreads really awesome. Is if they actually, you know, like Thanos and that sort of thing, you know, the gingerbread ones. Mm-hmm. I think if they made like the colors, like, you know, like the line work, like glow or black light or something, just to make it shine. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like brighter colors, like a neon color. I think would have looked really sick.
One of the things I like about
like Christmas lights, maybe.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's kind of like Christmas. Like, you know, like I think it would have looked awesome. Like use like the outline of Thanos here. Use a bright yellow.
Yeah, something.
You know, I think that would have been. They would have lured me a little bit more.
What I like about the gingerbread ones is some of the detail on it that you wouldn't really think about. Like you look at the glove and you're like, oh, it's the Infinity Gauntlet, but they're meant to be gumdrops, so that's pretty cool. And if you look at like Black Panther, his claws are candy canes. You know, things like that. It's like I like that type of detail. Where I'm not going to get them, but it shows that they took time to think about it and put some effort. So I like stuff like that.
But you see, now this is what irritates me.
Chase said it has a black light effect. So there you go.
You see, now this is what irritates me when you say they don't have the money or the time to actually paint a stand, but they have the time and the money to put gingerbread gumdrops on someone's hand. You know what I mean? Like it's just. No, honestly, like I'm just saying, like it's just.
No, I get you. I completely understand.
So yeah, they got Chase is right. Gingerbread equals stealth blacklight pops. I mean, I still don't plan on getting any of them, but
no, me neither. But I mean, yeah, this brew that pop. I don't know, man.
I'm going back to it. I didn't mean to click on that. Also, these are the Funko exclusives right here.
There's another one of those
still available. So if you're looking,
there's one of those Callus guys get. DJ
the
guys.
other DJ Khaled, yeah. So you know, if you're looking for any of these Funko exclusives, they're still available. I'm surprised this one's still here. I expected this one to sell out. So
same here. I actually
since
did.
Marvel Zombies is coming, this is a future grail too, in my opinion. So I would say grab it. But yeah, they still have a good amount of stuff. So, bam.
I actually haven't seen this picture. I haven't seen this one yet.
Guys,
that looks great.
I've seen the pop, but not this picture. Like
it's
still up on pre-order on Popics.
pre-order. I don't know if it's still available, if it's sold out yet, but
I don't think it's sold out yet.
My goodness.
I get it, but I don't know if I want to fork out that much though.
Yeah, I'm not doing pre-orders anymore unless it's Star Wars. I have to.
No, you definitely don't do pre-orders. You don't do pre-orders with Pop in the Box either.
Because I stopped doing pre-orders, and then Star Wars dropped a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, all right, I got to pre-order the Star Wars stuff. But outside of Star Wars, I'm not doing any more pre-orders. Damn, this is a dope looking pop. Oh man, so not dig in the mouth. Oh man, I don't. No, it looks great to me. Yeah, this is a better picture because you can make it out better. The original picture you couldn't really tell; it's like all black smudge, like
and then the red background doesn't really help it. Yeah,
but this one looks dope. Oh my goodness, I gotta get.
Oh, dude, they actually got an out of a box picture of it on Pop in the Box.
Really? All right, let me go find that.
You know, I can screenshot it and send it to your Instagram if you want.
You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Jeez, now I'm definitely not going to have anything to say at all. If you go to the second one, man.
Oh, nice.
There's the back of it.
Yeah, that's
the symbiote throne. Jesus, I was going to say crown. God, I suck when it comes to words sometimes.
Is that the actual sword that he's holding? If you go to the second picture there?
Yeah, that's the sword. It's supposed to be black because it's called the Necro Sword, all black, the Necro Sword. But I guess
I suppose they could make it black on this occasion. Yeah,
yeah, they kind of made it red. But this is such a good looking pop.
It really is.
I want it. Oh my god!
No, but is it a glow in the dark chase or is it straight away chase?
No, it's just glow in the dark. Yeah, glow in the dark.
Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm assuming all the white parts glow because they have like a greenish tint. I don't know if you can see it on the computer on YouTube, but they all have like a greenish tint. So. Oh, that's so dope.
Because the other winged eagle one, the chase was glow in the dark, wasn't it?
Yeah, the chase was glow in the dark. I actually got this from Chase, so thank you, Chase. I wanted the chase, but I didn't get the chase. But Chase got me the common, so I'll take it. It's hard to talk about something that has a chase when you're talking to a guy named Chase. Stop that. This is a dope pop. This is one of them that I wish they had taken the wings and had the wings touching, so you wouldn't have that damn stand. But
yeah,
even with the stand. It just looks dope. It's such a good look.
You know, looking at Chase's comment there's another one for another one out of the box only. I can't recall Chase actually having pops. Does he have? I'm trying to picture Chase's setup now, but
I don't know. How many out of the box do you have, Chase? Do you have any out of the boxes?
I know you got like 10 million pops, Chase, but like.
He said, yes, this is his actual name. Yes, his actual name is Chase. It's not Chase's Kingdom because he chases Chase Pops. It's Chase's Kingdom because his name is Chase. 30 out of the box all over the place. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a few out of the box.
Obviously out of the shot. Yeah. So let me ask Rasley, bro, are you an inbox or outbox collector, just depending on the box pop itself?
I kind of go back and forth, but I will keep the box just to be able to put it in there if I'm not going to display it. Mm-hmm. But mostly I keep them in there just because they're easier to store that way. Mm-hmm. But I'm not afraid to take them out to shove them off.
That's what she said.
I'm
sorry.
I don't know, like for
Don't
me,
start that, man. I'll go all day.
That's what she said.
There he goes.
He's like almost every video.
I'm sorry. All right. We'll stop because yes, we will do that all day. So
that's what she said.
What were you saying?
There we go. Oh, Jesus.
I forgot what we were talking about.
I'm taken my Lemmy Pop with me.
With his band. Oh man. So yeah, inbox. I'm the same way with the thing with pops. One of the things that I don't know if they intentionally did, but the design of their boxes that they stack the way they do, like that was kind of genius. Like I said, I don't know if they thought of it that way or if it's just a fluke that it happened that way. But the fact that you can buy a bunch of them and you can stack them and just have a crap load of them in one spot. But the downside is, like you said, when you have a lot of them, it's hard to display because when you have something pops, I can't take them all out and just put them everywhere. There's no room, so I have to have them stacked. So,
well, look, to be honest, like for myself, I mean, I've reached 98 now. Only, I have to put up more shelves to put the other pops up, but I still can't see myself keeping them in the box. To be honest, I think I'll carry on taking them out of the box.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, man. Some Jkl Star Wars pops.
It is hard.
If he has doubles, he has no choice but take it out the box. I actually have a couple of Star Wars doubles that are out the box. So when I do get doubles of certain pops, I do take them out and display them. But I definitely wouldn't mind you guys sending me pops. Send me pops. Don't put that out there because while I don't ask for it, I'm not going to say no either. I'll be like last and have them in the bathroom watching me take a dump. Like, hell yeah. Oh man. I meant to ask, like, these pops here, like all the little marshmallow men that they're doing. Still haven't seen the movie, but I know they have a lot of different of these little mini marshmallow men doing things. I think they're cute. Like, I like them. I'm probably not going to collect them all, but if I see a few of them, I might pick them up. What do you guys think?
I think it's one of those things where the more you look at them, the more they grow on you. To be honest, like, you know, I kind of only wanted like maybe 2 or 3 of them. I'm looking at this one in the cappuccino, like I'm looking at it and I want it. You know what I mean?
It's so cute. I want that.
Yeah, they're going for the baby group money right there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something that Funko does. Almost again, genius. Like we talk about with them when they do bad, but when they do well, it's like they did with the Minions. Like at first it was like, oh, Minions, cool, but you know, everybody loves Minions, and then you do a different Minion of this and a Minion of that. It's like, oh, it's awesome. Then they started with the aliens, where you have a Buzz Lightyear alien and a Woody alien and this alien. It's like, oh, that's so cool. Now you have these, and it's like, yeah, you could do 1 billion of these. Oh, they did the chicken nuggets, another one where you could do a bunch of different, and it's awesome. And now you have these. It's like, yeah, I don't even want to buy one because I know if I buy one, I'll be sucked into trying to get the rest. So I kind of feel
that these are a little bit different to the others though, because they're kind of being naughty little shits, and they're doing a lot of different teams. It's kind of not like Grogu, where Grogu's holding 50 different items. They doing 50 different things. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm waiting for more Gremlins to be doing that kind of thing.
Yes,
we've got several properties that they can just keep releasing new ones out.
They can, yeah. I mean, the Gremlins caught on crap as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's another. Now that you bring it up, like, why don't they have a bunch of different Gremlins doing a bunch of different things? Like, they've done a few of them from the movie where it's like, okay, remember this scene, but you could literally have Gremlins doing just about any crazy thing.
And it was
especially after Gremlins 2, when they had an electric gremlin and they had a bat gremlin and everything. It was like
in about 3 months' time. Just remember, on this day we spoke about it.
I wonder when the anniversary of Gremlins is. They're gonna do it. It's coming. 20th anniversary of Gremlins. It's like, yep, here come all the Gremlins pops. I'm looking it up right now.
I bet you it's going to be next year. It's going to be in like a few months. I bet you.
Gremlins come out. I mean, I know it's been more than 20 years because it came out when I was a kid. I think it came out like 85.
Jesus, then it is old, isn't it?
Yeah. Because that was one of the main reasons why PG-13 exists.
Yeah. because that was a PG movie.
Yes.
I've said it. Like PG movies back in the day ain't what they were today. So it's definitely
No. 1985.
84, June 8th, 1984. It released. So yeah, we're coming up on 30 years, 40 years.
See, PDX accidentally put 1885.
1885. Holy crap, 1885.
That's an old idea.
Wow. Yeah, I got it right from the internet, guys. June 8th, 1984 release date. So
what will so next year would be their what anniversary?
The 40th. Next year is not the 40th.
The year after.
Year will be their 38th. It'll be
Actually went to see that in the theater, I remember.
Yeah, 2024 will be their 40th anniversary. So be prepared for all the Gremlin pops. Any matter of fact, go back and get the Funko Shop Gremlin now. Grab whichever ones you can now, because in about 2 years, they're gonna be worth a lot because they're about to drop a bunch of Gremlins in 2 years. Hey y'all, what's up?
If you get the Gremlins advent calendar they put out, just prepared to get a couple of little fuzz balls because I opened that and I'm like, I got a ball of fuzz and a couple bags of slime.
Like, what the hell is this? Oh man. Oh, so that's it as far as Funko news. Unless there's anything that I haven't thought about or we haven't talked about. If you guys have any.
Listen, at the beginning of the show, I didn't think they pissed me off, and they actually did, and I tried to forget about it, and you kindly reminded me.
Listen, it wasn't my fault. It's just the stuff that dropped. Because I did the same thing. You were like, yeah, I don't think much happened this week. And I was like, yeah, I don't think much happened this week. And then we started going through and it's like, oh, yeah, 3 out of the first 4 pops. It's like, yeah, this is some bullshit.
Hey, Lass, good seeing you on.
Lass, catch him. You going to be hanging out with us tonight, Lass? Let us know. So with all that being said, guys, we're going to talk about, what do we talk about next? I don't know. We're going to go into the
We didn't do that. We didn't bring up that spoilers or rumored pops.
Oh, right. Okay, hold on.
I remember I wanted to bring it up closer in the chat and I forgot.
Yeah, I don't even know. Did you sent it to me? Did you send it to me?
No, you sent the last round to me.
Oh boy, here we go. I gotta find it now.
I'm busy.
Was it this one?
I think. Yeah, we did that last week.
Okay, it's not that one. Never mind.
I'll find it now.
While we're looking into that, guys, channel shout out. We got a channel shout out this week. This week we are shouting out. Of course, I should have wrote it down. Hold on. I swear we are never prepared.
That's the second time he's done that.
Oh, I do it constantly, man. This is how we do.
All the time. We're so good at it, bro.
This is just a show. We're shouting
I think
out
maybe that's
Nadia, Little Monster.
Nadia,
Little Monster.
It's Say What's Up. Here's the link. If you're not subscribed, which I don't know why you're not subscribed, go check out Nadia, aka Little Monster. I just dropped the link, the linkity link links. Tell her that Hot Popics said hi.
All right, I just re-dropped all 3.
Okay.
Back in your inbox. Should be on Instagram.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this is a lot.
No, I dropped all of them so we can have them close enough for next week. So we can just choose one.
Okay.
If you want to.
I'll go with the top one. Let's go. Is it ready? Ready. All right.
I'm gonna have to go in on mine because I can't see.
Yeah, I can't read this either, but well, I'm gonna try. Hopefully the text is big for you guys, or big enough for you to follow. Excuse me. If you can't see it, I'm gonna read off some of them. We got Funko Pop animation, Fairy Tale. We got 4 Fairy Tale pops coming.
Okay.
I don't.
So that's another anime.
Yeah, it's
that just seems to be Yeah, that's anime. That seems to be just add-on because they got Fairy Tail after already, so this is just a few more add-ons.
I know not many people that watch us follow anime like that. Some of you guys do. I haven't watched it, but some cool stuff coming, so be prepared.
Chase, I think this is us trying to protect ourselves. If you can't see the list, it makes it easier to defend ourselves to say that it's actual rumor.
Yes, because these are rumors. These are rumors that are coming. We're not sure.
You have to take our words for it, Chase.
Yeah, I don't even know where this came from. It just popped up on my screen.
Yeah, never mind. I was just saying where it came from.
We got pop icons. Vincent Price, finally.
Vincent Price, awesome.
So I definitely want to get that one. Vincent Price pop coming.
The only reason I got the inventor from the Edward Scissorhands Funko exclusive, Funko Shop exclusive.
Yep, because it's Vincent Price. We're gonna have to go through this really quickly because we got stuff that we gotta do in about a half an hour. I forgot what time it was because we got stuff. The Harry Potter pops, they're coming out with some new ones, anniversary pops. So Ron, Hermione, Harry, and another Dumbledore. So Harry Potter fans rejoice. They got more Harry, Ron, Hermione, Harry, Draco. So more Harry Potter stuff coming. Guys, be prepared if you're a Harry Potter fan. Funko Pop Heroes, we got Gotham Knights pops. So it says Gotham Knights 1, 2, and 3. And a Batman comic cover pop 1.
1 and 2.
Batman comic cover pop 2. So we got 2 Batman comic covers coming. The Maleficent Dragon pop. Doesn't say deluxe or anything, but I would hope that it's a deluxe. Queen Grimhilda, I think that says. Not sure. Maleficent.
Grimhilda, yeah.
Lady Tremaine, Dr. Facilier, and Cruella. So those are all the Disney villain pops coming. I believe those are all villains. Captain Hook.
These are, some of them has been out already as well, yeah.
Yeah, they might already been out. And a Pixar Shorts mystery mini blind box. Actually, I saw a picture for that. I don't know if I posted it on my page, my Instagram. I'm not going back to look because that would be way too much for me to go through. Sodas. A lot of these probably came out too.
Ton of sodas.
Yeah, we got Godzilla, Rudolph, which I'm assuming is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which I think might have came out. Hermie, that says. Neon Ratfink, Beast Boy. Oh, so those came out already. Casey Jones. Yeah. This one says Teenage Mutant Ninja, but I'm assuming
which ones?
Maleficent, which came out, Naruto came out, and Corrido came out from Sword Art Online. Mr. Monopoly, Stan Lee, okay, all of these came out, so I'm not going to talk about the ones.
Yeah, then further down, you got Popeye, you got Bakugo from My Hero Academia,
Popeye,
Killer Clowns.
Yep, Spikey.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Space Spikey. Killer Clowns from Outer Spike. Luchador Captain America, which hasn't dropped yet. Roger Ramjet, that one came out.
Captain America, we do.
No, that one did come out. Yeah, it did. My bad.
It's okay, I'll forgive you.
Fuzzy Lumpkins, did that one come out from Powerpuff Girls? I think the Master Chief one was announced. I don't think it's out yet. Mm-hmm. Mad Hatter.
Harley Suicide Squad, is that out?
I don't think the Suicide Squad Harley came out for the new movie. I think there's an older one. I don't think the newer one came out.
Yeah, I think that's the second one they've done. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We got all of these Captain Cold and Quisp and let's see. I'm trying to get to one.
Yeah, it seems like this is a whole lot of mix of one's still to come and one's not to come.
Right. Let's see. Nope, Devo. Yeah, I think a lot of these already dropped. Okay. Yeah, most of these dropped already. So good. It wasn't that much of a what you call it. Wasn't that much to talk about anyway. Oh, the Spider-Man No Way Home. Did that one come out? Yeah, it did. Never mind.
Oh, yes, it did, yeah.
All right. So great. We got through it. I thought it was gonna be a lot more, but Yeah, a lot of them drops. Yay!
Yay!
Need to bring out the first Batman comic. Yeah, before they drop the next one, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. And this one said there's like 300 pops there. Yeah, it was a big list, but that whole list, the majority of those dropped already. So great. We got through it quickly. And actually the second list you sent me, I think it's the same as the first.
I think maybe I just selected the same thing.
Yes, and then the third list you sent me is different. All right, that's going to be the good one because I think a lot of these haven't dropped yet.
If I remember
next week
after the show, I'll try and go up the list and try and find the other one.
Yeah,
if I remember, I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, that's how we do. If you remember, whatever. So with that being said, that's all our Funko stuff. We did our shout out. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert for Hawkeye.
Sound pending.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sound is pending. I haven't put sounds to this yet.
Sean, you're such an asshole.
We're about to talk some Hawkeye, guys. Hawkeye. If you haven't been watching, this is the time to bow out of the show. Like we always say, we understand. You don't want it spoiled for you. You don't want to hear about stuff that's coming up if you plan on watching it. If you don't care or if you watch, then hang out with us and let's talk some Hawkeye.
Because I guarantee you're gonna learn something now. Because
chances are I'll forget by the time I actually watch it. So,
all right, so let's go. All right.
What you gonna teach us today?
What am I gonna teach you today? I'm not gonna teach you much, but we're gonna have some fun talking about it. First, what do you think about the episode?
I cannot remember almost anything in the whole episode because the ending was so freaking dramatic that I just literally like, oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Honestly, I was like,
go ahead.
I was busy watching. I was like, oh, this is such a good episode. And then when the ending part happened and I saw what I saw before we get to it, I was like, man, I can't believe they did it straight out of the way, just like that, the way they did it. I was like, oh, bro.
Chase, you want to jump in? We can invite Chase in. I mean, we have a guest, but I guess, it wouldn't hurt to have somebody else on, right? You think? I mean, I already said it. If I don't invite him now, it'd be kind of a douche.
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of Listen, yeah, he'll send you the link now. Just the one thing that don't you think it just felt, the one thing I felt about the episode was it really felt like Clint just wanted to die.
I don't think he
was so morbid, like he was so morbid and like I don't know, he's like so super sorry for himself. Like I don't blame him because he's like had one hell of a flipping dramatic, like his story with losing Natasha, Black Widow. It's just like, bro, it's I wouldn't blame him for being so depressed and sad and stuff, but it seemed so gloomy in this episode.
In this sense, I think it was the sense of he either has to do this or die trying. So he knew that, all right, I got to take this to the end. There's no leaving. There's no, okay, I failed, so I have to stop. It's like, I have to do this or I'm going to die trying to do this. So it was kind of putting it in that sense. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
So that's why he had that, like when he went to have that talk with Natasha, like, at the memorial, it was like, yeah, sorry, I got to do this, but yeah, we got to go here. So
I mean, like he like switched his hearing aid off, and then he started walking through the town with like not listening to everything. Just like I suppose that's them trying to say he's gathering his thoughts and like really trying to decide what he needs to do, But I was like, oh man, this is like the saddest episode. Like it just got me all like, what?
No, it was pretty good. So
I enjoyed the episode. I did enjoy it. Like, one of my favorite parts of it was when. I forget her name. Natasha's little sister comes to visit Kate.
Elena, yeah.
Like, oh my! I don't think I've ever felt for macaroni and cheese.
The way, right?
You know what I mean? Like,
I was like,
she was going like it was the best thing on the planet. Like, You know, and the part where Kate's like, yeah, I love that macaroni and cheese. You know,
she's like, yeah, I've had mac and cheese, and you think she's gonna say it's disgusting, and she's like, yes, I love it. It's the best thing ever. Like,
I love it, man. It's almost like she's like, I was saving that for later, and now you're eating it.
You know, mac and cheese. Oh man, but we're gonna jump to the beginning. The beginning of the episode is kind of showing Yelena and one of the other Black Widows on a mission. It's set back in 2018.
She was a retired Black Widow, wasn't it, or something? Yeah.
Yelena and the other Black Widow, they were on a mission to set free the other widows who were still under the mind control. Because if you saw the movie, most of the Black Widows were under a sort of mind control. So they were going to set them free, which is why she sprayed that red mist in her face.
That red mist, right?
Okay. That frees them of the mind control. But then, of course, the person they went to rescue, she's like, "Yeah, I'm not under any mind control. I'm killing people for money. Like, y'all bugging. You know, like we were trained to be killers. We have no other skills in the world, so I'm a killer for hire. That's how I have all this money.
I'm gonna make some person of this." Like.
So she goes in the bathroom when they start talking about her sister, which at this time she's not dead. They're just separated. And of course, they talked about, you know, once the missions are over, them hanging out and living the rest of their lives together, blah, blah, blah. She goes into the bathroom and then she dusts it away and comes back immediately. And I love that scene because it kind of shows that's what the dusted people went through. They just kind of blinked out of it. To them, they blinked out of existence for like a second,
and then they came back.
Yeah,
it actually took me a while to understand.
You know,
it took me a while to understand that. I was like, "Wait, what's going on?" They're making this series so dramatically realistic, and none of this hocus pocus stuff that the usual Marvel series have and stuff.
Right.
And then they have this, and then when she said 5 years passed. And then I realized, oh yes, of course, she's one of the ones that went and came back. Yeah, and then I clicked and I understood, and I actually liked that they actually touched on it and made it actually, because you haven't seen that point of view,
right? That's
what
before
this,
yeah. And that was the thing that I liked, because it was like in Endgame when Spider-Man came back and he was talking to Tony Stark, he was like, yeah, I must have passed out or something because when I came back, you were gone. So it's kind of like it kind of leads you to believe that to the people who were dusted, maybe they like woke up out of a sleep or something. Because even in WandaVision, when Monica came back, she was sleeping. But it's fair to say that she fell asleep at her mother's bedside and then woke up 5 years later after dusting. Like, you know, so that makes sense. For Spider-Man, you could say, okay, well, the fact that it took him so long to kind of dust away because, as they explained it, the writers, that he had this power to sense it coming. I don't know what that has to do with him taking so long to dust away when everybody kind of dusted away quickly, but whatever. Yeah. But in her case, they showed her going away and coming back sort of instantaneous. I mean, they showed the effect of her going away and coming back. The thing I didn't like was the fact that they showed the room around her changing also, which wouldn't have happened. Yeah. For somebody who dusted away and came back, it would have been like a blink. So if I dusted away right now and then new people moved into my apartment, painted the walls red or whatever, and then I dust back in the same spot, it'd have been like I blinked and now my house is red and all my shit is gone. Like, what's going on?
I think they just did that for visual effect, just so they to kind of tell the audience this is what's happening, maybe.
Yeah, and that's the thing I was going to touch on next. Like, I get it. For us, it was visual effect just to show it, but realistically, it would have been like, snap, I'm back in a different place. What the hell's going on? All right, before we go much further,
you appropriately go snap because it was a snap.
Right, exactly. There you go. I didn't plan that, but you know, I planned that. We're gonna bring in the man, the myth, the legend himself, Chase's Kingdom.
What's up? Today brings me in. I was freaking out. I mean, when that part happened, we never got that in the movie.
Yeah,
we never got it anywhere, anytime. So, like, yeah,
maybe that's kind of how it happened with everybody. You never know.
Yeah.
Like, I love the fact that they added that part because
that
in
was
the
super
movie
cool.
you didn't get that. You didn't get anybody's perspective of being snapped.
Right. The
The
closest
only
they
thing
came
that
to it.
struck me about the whole snap thing is when you're watching, the last movie, when they're going after Thanos and everything, they just kind of open up these portals and everybody kind of comes in and starts fighting. It's kind of like, so you just snapped and you're like, wake up, fight.
Well, well, I've thought about that too, and my explanation to it actually Spider-Man explained it, because remember when Hulk snapped them back, right? There's a good amount of time between the snap back and the actual portal scene. So in that time, Doctor Strange was going around to everybody going, listen, 5 years has passed. This is what's going on. We got to go fight a battle. So he just kind of, brought everybody together.
But still, like, can you imagine? Can you imagine, bro, coming around? We got to go fight now, bro.
Okay, now
man, we're eating pizza.
One
2
thing I
seconds
did
ago,
notice
bro,
before we go any further, this is for like horror fans. Anybody that's a horror fan, I'm a huge horror fan, and when that scene happened, I was in Silent Hill all day. I was Silent Hill.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, I agree with you.
If you're a fan of the horror, I was like, okay, they stole that from Silent Hill, because the way the room changed,
the transition of itself. Yeah.
That alone made me a huge fan of just that scene. But thinking it out and going the perspective, that was amazing.
Yeah, it was super cool. That was definitely a dope scene. For sure. It was for anybody who's been following the Marvel Universe up to this point. Anybody who just watched this show, you probably had no idea what that was about, but it was so cool. It was definitely cool.
I love how they did that too, because I start the episode and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Did I miss something? Is this the wrong episode? Like I was screwed up there for a minute.
You have to check.
It goes into the opening of the show, and you're like, okay, well, all right. And they give you a little recap too, which is kind of the new thing too. They kind of recap you the last kind of 2 episodes.
Yeah, it was a cool cold open, as they call it. Because if you didn't know any better, you'd be like, "What am I? Why am I watching Yelena on a mission right now?" Like, because you knew she was in the last episode, but for them to open on her, you're thinking, "Am I watching the right thing?" So
that was great.
It was cool. I like that, and it shows the lead up to, because of course, a lot of the things that people ask is during the snap, who got snapped away and who was still here. So you knew, okay, she got snapped away. So makes sense. And of course, her coming back, it's like, okay, it shows the lead up to her meeting up with Val, and now she's after Hawkeye. I mean, it doesn't fill in all the blanks, but it gives you some of that backstory.
It definitely answered some questions from the last episode. Because as soon as she showed up, I'm like, okay, well, why is she trying to kill him now? What?
Yeah, right.
What the hell did I miss? Why is she wanting to kill? I understand, but she doesn't really know the full story, but at the same time, so you're left with all the questions. So this episode, it was like right away.
Yeah, because she doesn't know the actual circumstance. She just knows her sister's dead. Clint's involved somehow, but she doesn't know that the fact that
it's your ass. I'm coming.
So that's pretty cool. Leading up, not necessarily the next scene, but of course, where Kate talked to her mom, was like, listen, something's up with Jack, which I was like, no, don't tell your mother, she's the bad guy. But of course, up to this part of the show, there's no proof that her mom is a bad guy, but we all got the vibe. And they're using Jack as the red herring to say he's bad, which I still
look at the shiny object.
Yeah. I still think he's not a good guy, but he's not the main bad guy, as we all know. But they're setting him up somehow. So she told her mom, of course, he's getting arrested, and Kate's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and Jack's like, "Listen, it's a mistake." But her mom is looking like, okay,
like someone framed me.
Mom, I'm so sorry. She's looking at him, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'll be back for Christmas.
I'll be there for
Christmas
the
party."
He was like so casual about it. Don't worry, I'll be back for your Christmas party.
And that actually ties into the previous episode, also, where she makes that phone call.
Yep.
And she's like, you need to call me back.
Yep.
We need to talk.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden that happens. It's like, okay, I see where this is going. All right. I was on the right trail.
Yeah. And then, well, of course, we meet up with our boy Grills again. He went back to the apartment to go check on the dog and hook up with Grills, get some.
I like those moments too. That's what's making this show really good, because it gives you those. What do they do in their normal everyday lives, type situation? He's just chilling at some Christmas
he's
table, chilling with his boys.
Superheroes eat pizza too,
They're normal people too. You got that vibe.
Yeah. And one Easter egg I caught, Grill's apartment number was 4F. For those that don't know, 4F is actually a charity, a fund for fallen firefighters. So I kind of found that. I was like, oh, I caught something. Nice.
I caught an Easter egg.
So that was pretty cool.
Okay, man.
And yeah, he also mentioned that they have the suits. He said, yeah, we got the suits. And Clint was like, yeah, I want to see them, but later. So next episode, we're going to see the suits.
I hope it's them. Yeah, I hope it is them hinting to actually using it, and he's not just
Kate looks like we're rocking matching suits, homie.
Yeah.
So he's getting the purple action, bro. He's getting purple action, and she's looking banging in that suit. When they're walking down the street in that one scene, and she's just rocking the suit. I'm just like, check her out, man. She's just
she's so happy with herself.
Yeah, man.
Nothing could touch her at that moment.
Yeah, she's having a great time. Okay, then we go back to Kate's apartment where she's okay, before we get into it. All right. Her apartment was burnt, right? It was a fire.
Yeah. It was substantially burnt.
I don't know how many people have actually been in an apartment or an area after there's been a fire. I have. Everything would still be soaking wet, even if it was days later, because so much water. That's number one. Number two, everything would be charred and sticky and nasty from all the smoke and stuff. And everything in that apartment, even if it wasn't actually on fire, would be melted or mutilated, because that fire gets so hot. Like literally, I had a fire in my house years ago. It was concentrated in the kitchen. It didn't spread throughout the whole house. It was concentrated in the kitchen. But the fire was so hot that my TV in the living room melted. Dang. The fire didn't touch the TV.
I don't have my sound on the TV.
That was the last time you're allowed to cook.
Actually, I still did all the cooking, but I was cooking when it happened. So yes, I started the fire. But the point is, when she was even before they revealed Yelena and all that, she was walking in and the little bottle of sriracha was sitting on the table. I was like, that shit would have been melted.
It's so perfect. It was perfect. Like shot forward.
And then obviously she took it and threw it at Yelena. I was like, okay, that's why it was sitting there. But I'm like, no, it would have been melted. There's no way. It's sitting on a table that's charred. There's no way it would have been just sitting there without.
But listen, I'd like to think that Elena brought it with because she likes hot sauce.
Probably put it on the table.
New hot sauce.
Yeah, I like that. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. Okay.
Yeah, they carry hot sauce in their purse.
All Black Widows. All Black Widows carry hot sauce. So
I would agree with you if the bottle was standing up, but it was laying down on the table. So
she pulls syrup out of her purse.
Listen, this is going to be the next line. Elena holding different items: hot sauce, plastic fork, metallic fork.
Yeah. All the plastic in that house would have been freaking.
That was a great scene with the macaroni. Come on, that was really cool.
Oh, I love that scene. It was an amazing scene.
I don't know what most people feel about the character of Yelena, like from the movie to this show.
I'd have been shizzing my pants.
I freaking love her. She's awesome.
That girl wolf.
She's awesome because she.
Dude. Oh, ice cream.
I'm hearing sounds and stuff. I'm like, shouldn't nobody.
Kitchen's on fire.
Listen,
check the kitchen.
No, my kitchen is right here. I can see my kitchen. It's not the kitchen. I'm just hearing like banging and stuff. I'm like,
it's not in the house alone. The window.
I tell you right now, something just comes and grabs me out of frame, call the cops, man. I'm in trouble. But what I love about Yelena is like she's such a cool character, and she's like she'll talk to you all nice, and she's just having fun. But at the same time, like, yeah, I could literally kill you right now if I want.
Right, she's actually thinking she's gone through like the 56th way how she can kill you.
Exactly.
By that point, while she's busy telling you, thank you for
scenario.
thank you for the night, thank you for the girls' night.
Yeah, really? And I love their interaction because like they came to an understanding. Like she was like, if I wanted to kill you, I would have killed you. And Kate was like, yeah, when I walked through the door, you could have killed me, right? Like they putting it together. Like, yeah, I'm not here to kill you. We're gonna have a conversation.
I'm glad I didn't kill you. Oh, right. You're so funny, Kate.
Yeah, you wouldn't like. That's the funniest thing you said. Like, yeah, you wouldn't have killed me.
But what I liked about that too is the Haley Seinfeld, or whatever her name is. She actually portrayed that scene very well, where she stood there looking like, okay, like I'm really waiting for you to tell me why you're here, and we're not going to eat my macaroni now.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like her look, her facial expressions, everything throughout that scene was brilliant.
Yeah, she played it really well as somebody who's smart enough to know the situation she's in, also looking for an out while she knows she probably won't be able to get away. Like you could, like the way she played it was like both of them. They both played it as it was a cat and mouse scene where it was nuanced. It wasn't as obvious. It's like, okay, they both know the position they're in, and each one of them is like, all right, if this happens, I'm gonna do this. If this happens, I'm gonna do this. Like they didn't outrightly say it, but you could tell that the wheels were always spinning. They knew what was going on, and they were trying to get a step ahead of each other without doing anything but sitting there and eating mac and cheese. It was such a good scene. I loved it. Just the verbal back and forth. I loved it.
Christmas tree.
Elaine,
oh yeah, I have to see the Christmas tree. I love American Christmas.
When Elaine first, she was talking about, like, I could kill you, but I don't have any weapons. And she's like, well, in my hands right now.
And then she
looks at her hands,
the bracelet, and she's like,
okay, I could. I was like,
because even without weapons in her hands, she could still kill you. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, but when Chase brought it up, she brought up Rockefeller Center, which is going to be in the next episode because we already saw the trailer scenes with them on the ice skating ring with the big tree and all that. So they're going to be there. And she said the new Statue of Liberty, which we got a glimpse of in the Spider-Man trailers, because they got the Statue of Liberty holding Captain America's shield as a tribute. So there's got to be some type of connection.
Nice.
That's why the shows came out the way they did. The show came out and Spider-Man's dropped in this week, and she's talking about the new Statue of Liberty. There's got to be a connection.
Nice.
It's got to be. We're going to get to it at the end, because the end is where it's the connection.
Everything ties, yeah.
So we're going to go to Hawkeye, going to the Avengers Memorial, the place where the Avengers first assembled. We all know the iconic shot when they go around the camera and all that. The thing I found was interesting, when they had the names of the Avengers on the plaque, Hawkeye's name's at the bottom. And they lingered on it for a minute to kind of show, like, yeah, he's always the bottom one, the one in the background. Like in one of the other episodes where they showed all the Avengers in the musical, like Hawkeye's character is off to the side. Ant-Man is there, and he wasn't even in the battle. Like, so although he doesn't want to be in the spotlight, it's kind of showing that, yeah, you deserve to be, though. Like you were there, like you're doing this, even though you got this shady past and you probably killed thousands of people, you're still a hero, and you deserve to be recognized more.
Like when she was telling homegirl across the table, she's like telling her all this stuff, and she's like, "But how long have you known him?"
Right, and she's like, "Oh, about a week."
but
he's still a hero,
but
right?
Still, she was just like fire.
And actually, I'm glad you mentioned that, because when she said that to her about, how many people he's killed, she could have easily said, well, how many people have you killed? It's like, yeah, heroes have done some dirty stuff too. It's not all black and white to where, oh, I'm a hero, I've never killed anyone. All the Avengers have killed people. So not saying whether it's right or wrong, because whether you kill a good person or a bad person, I believe killing is wrong. But at the same time, some people just gotta die.
Old Sparky. Let's go, Florida.
So of course we're gonna jump over to before we jump to that, when he takes out his hearing aid and he's just talking to Natasha, that was a cool scene. First of all, I got choked up because we've all had that. I won't say we've all, but I would assume most of us have had that moment of whether you're at a cemetery or at a significant place where a loved one used to be or whatever, and you're just kind of talking to them. Like, I've done it plenty of times. I got choked up. I'll even say I teared up a little bit. I was actually on the train.
When he shut off the noise, I was like, "Uh-oh, here we go."
Yeah, and it went. And that's the thing. It was like I was silent.
Ready for it.
Man, listen, it was so good. It was so touching. And when he said, I hope you forgive me for what I have to do, I was like, all right, he's about to put on the Ronin suit and some people about to die.
I thought immediately he's going to kill homegirl. Then I was like, okay, well, no, it may be the Ronin thing. And then I'm like, okay, so I was a little thrown on that. Why would he apologize? Like, I'm going to have to go F up your sister.
Yeah, and that too. Yeah, probably felt like
sorry, but this is going to happen. But
yeah. Because basically, when he said in I think the second episode that Natasha killed Ronin, it's true but not true. It's kind of like the Anakin, Darth Vader killed Anakin thing. Like, she didn't kill the Ronin, but she got me out of that headspace. So in certain terms, the Ronin is dead because I'm not Ronin anymore. But he had to go back and put the suit back on, and I was kind of betraying what she had done, which was to get him out of that place. So I was kind of like, all right. So,
and even the conversation that he had with his wife on the phone, it was like,
yes. Oh. She was like, listen, I trust your judgment. You do what you got to do.
That's what you have to do. Like.
So that was kind of touching. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I had a female like that in my life. That's just kind of like, listen, I got
Sounders.
I get it, baby. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Like, because, in most shows, the significant other would be like, listen, you need to come home and spend time with your kids.
Get your ass over here right now.
Right. But in this one, it's the significant other that understands his lifestyle, understands what he has to do at times. And it's like, listen, sure. And she's helping him from the sideline, getting information for him, like speaking in code so the kids don't understand what's happening. Like, that's the type of support you need.
I thought was a little weird for the dialogue for her to basically, like, the scene swished and she was like, just remember, I'm the only one that'll always know, or I got your back. Like, it was just weird to me that they put that there, because it's like you kind of already established that during the conversation they had, and then all of a sudden for her to have to establish
like
that,
reiterate
like, okay, what the hell is going to happen with him, where she's going to have to
it almost makes it seem like something's gonna happen, right?
Like, you heard it here. You heard it here.
So, of course, we cut to Kate practicing the coin trick while calling Hawkeye 1 billion times on the phone, like the crazy ex-girlfriend. So it was such a good scene.
It was so good.
That coin trick is gonna come into play at some time during the next episode because they keep showing it. Yep. And of course, the end credit scene, they show the 2 flicks and one bottle breaks and the other one doesn't. So that's Hawkeye teaching her the trick. So that's pretty cool that it's gonna come back eventually. Hopefully next episode. If not next episode, then when the Young Avengers come, because we know they're coming. We got the Trust the Bro scene, the big scene where I was there on set and the truck drove past me into the lot. And trust me, I went back and watched that scene about 10 times. And I was like, oh, I'm not there. Damn it. Because they did it multiple times. So obviously they used a take where I wasn't in the background. Boo-hoo. But when you see go back and watch the scene when the truck goes into the lot and there's some people in the background talking, that's where I was standing initially before they made me move. So I was talking to those extras, and then they came over and they were like, "You guys are ready?" And they were like, "Yeah." I didn't say anything. I was just standing there talking to the extras. And then another person came over and was like, "Are you part of the shot?" I was like, "No." And they were like, "Oh, okay, you're gonna have to go down the block." I was like, "Damn it!" She just said yes and stood there. I'd have been in the scene.
You know how many times I've used that trick too. Just act like you're supposed to be there.
Act like you're supposed to be there, you know.
I've done so many concerts that way. Walk right in the back door. Just act like you're supposed to be. The minute you start looking around, the minute they grab you.
Yeah, right. So I should have just not said it. But listen, it was freaking freezing cold that day, so I was ready to go anyway. I was just standing around trying to see what was happening, but it was so cold that day. And I wasn't dressed to be outside because I literally just got off work. But I knew they were filming, and it was on my train line. So I just took the train back and walked a few blocks down, but it was freezing. I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to be here that long. But it was cool to actually see the scene. Of course, we already touched on it, but I think Clint's wife, Laura, has something to do with that watch. Maybe it has like her identity in that watch. Something connected to her because she's way too integrated into his life to just be a random person he met. It was like, oh, well, yeah, I'm a secret agent, assassin, skilled. Now I'm an Avenger. Like, no, she has to have been in the business somehow, you know? So it could be something to do with that. We'll see. I don't think it's strictly about her. I think it's kind of like a knock list where it has a list of all the secret agents that, you know.
I'm like, there's Star Tech in there. I'm like,
yeah, it could be something like that too.
Right away, there's Star Tech in there.
So of course we go to the scene where Hawkeye, he sent the letter to the tracksuits to get it to Maya to meet where she first met the Ronin, which is where they showed from the 3rd episode, I think, where her father died. Awesome scene. He took out Kazi, took out the tracksuits, all stealthily.
The way he took them out was just. I was like, holy shit, it's like watching Predator or Alien or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like horror movie style. And one of the things that had bothered me initially when I was watching it, I was like, because she was standing there and just looking around. I was like, she didn't hear that? And then it clicked. I was like, oh yeah, she's deaf. Damn it, she's deaf.
She turns around.
She's not gonna hear.
Didn't hear a damn thing. He shot himself in the foot.
The guy shot himself in the foot.
She didn't even flinch.
I almost had to smack myself for forgetting that she was deaf. Like, I was like, "Come on, man!"
I love the fact that he shot himself in the foot.
Yeah, the track
established the fact, absolutely, that she couldn't hear nothing because she's just standing there.
Right. She probably felt the vibration, but by the time she looked over, he was already gone. So it was really cool. Of course, the fight scene was awesome. I love the choreography they put into these fight scenes. And one thing that I love as I watched it, like I meant to look it up, but I didn't. I wanted to see if the actress who plays Maya actually has a prosthetic leg, because the way she was moving that particular leg, it was real stiff, which is what someone with a prosthetic leg would move it, because the ankle wouldn't bend right and the leg would be more stiff. So the bottom part of the leg, when you watch that fight scene again, look how she gets up off the ground. Look how she maneuvers the leg. So I don't know if that was.
They might pin it, put like a cast style brace on it to where she can't bend it and she has no choice.
Right.
Or she actually has a man.
Right. That's why I have to look it up, because I caught that and I was like, I wonder if the director went back and was like, listen, your leg is prosthetic, so you have to be more stiff with it. Or maybe, like you said, they casted it some way so where it couldn't bend.
Put a brace on it.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But I forgot. I have it written down here, but I forgot to look. So that was pretty cool.
Because if you're catching, bottles of hot sauce being melted, then you're definitely going to be catching that.
Actually, honestly, like sometimes when I'm watching these shows, I catch certain things that's weird that I catch, and then some obvious stuff goes right over my head. I'm like, how did I not see that?
Go back to the WandaVision, where you catch those little details.
With the screws, the hex screws. I was like, screws are hex screws.
I remember. Hex screws. What do you mean? What?
I was like, they specifically zoomed in on a hex screw, and it's like, how did I catch that? I just saw it. Like, it made sense to me, and of course, it ended up being nothing. But It was there.
It was a mistake.
So okay, he takes them all out.
Okay, before you go too fast, that when he finally when he takes the sword and throws her on her keister, tell me that move wasn't.
Oh yeah, that was. Listen, a lot of the moves they did in this fight was dope. The way they were flipping around each other's arms and the sword. Oh, it was so good.
She's pinned. And if Kate wasn't there, it was his ass, dude.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, she was going to kill him then.
He was definitely about to die.
It was coming. So that thankfully I did. Oh, I don't know if I'm skipping to how. No,
don't skip forward.
Okay.
When he takes off the hood and reveals himself to her, obviously she's like, "Oh my God, I had you, and I could have killed you already." But she's saying. And I like the fact that they were doing sign language.
Yeah,
he was making sure to speak slow enough so she could read his lips.
Yeah.
He was saying, "Listen." She was saying, "You want me to see your face so I know who killed me?" He was like, "No, I want you to see my face to let you know. Stop coming after me. Don't go after my family, or we're gonna be in this position again. Like I'm letting you know who it is." So he's putting it out there. It's me. So I'm making it easier for you to find me, but I'm letting you know if you come after me, it's your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he finally literally, I think he had been holding off telling her.
Yeah.
Telling her the truth.
Right. And also to put it out there that I didn't just come here randomly and kill all these people. Someone told me about this.
The way he said it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, listen, we're the same. We're just weapons. People point us to where they want us to go. People point us to where they want us to go and kill people. The same way they do to you, they did to me. And that kind of put it in her head like, okay, that's kind of true. Like he probably didn't just stumble across this place randomly. And then when she went back and spoke to Kazi and was like, why weren't you there? And at first I was thinking, he was there, but then she said, the night my father died, why weren't you there? I was like, there you go. That's the guy who tipped them off.
She knew right away that he was speaking the truth too, because it was like he just literally gave her just that little bit of information,
just enough. Yep, and she was
just enough to make her.
She even
think about it for a second.
She said, "Listen, you were my father's number 2. You guys went everywhere together. So why weren't you there that night?
You didn't get the call, huh?"
Yeah, okay. He's like, "Oh,
the helmet on him out."
Yeah. So that's the setup for her show, because we already know her show is coming out. And that's kind of like how it happened in the comic, because Kingpin had her father killed, told her Daredevil did it. She went after Daredevil. Daredevil's like, I didn't kill your father. And then she found out that Kingpin actually killed her father. Then she went after Kingpin. So yeah, that's the kind of putting a twist on it.
For sure.
At the same time, of course, Clint and Kate are talking, and Kate tells Clint that, the Black Widow that came after us, because he didn't know it was Natasha's sister. He just knew it was a Black Widow.
He knew it was a widow.
Right. So she's like, yeah, that was her sister. Like, we actually talked. He's like, oh, shit. And she also told him that
deep thought,
that she told her mom about the company, about Jack, and that he got arrested. So that kind of puts that out there too. Small scene, but interesting. I love the fact that he was like, okay, you came and rescued me. What's the escape plan? And she basically called the Uber.
Are you Kate? Yep. That's awesome here.
That was hilarious. And the look on his face was like, I don't believe her. But
that was actually cool too, when they drop them off and they're walking and they're having that little conversation. That's like another great little scene where he hands her the arrow.
Yeah, the hands of the arrow, and she just takes it like, okay, yeah, we're partners. But one thing that another thing that bothers me, that takes me out of shows like this, is like, okay, first of all, I'm a New Yorker. New Yorkers are known to have seen everything, so not much bothers a New Yorker. We walk down the street, an elephant could come running down the street, we'd be like, oh shit, an elephant, and just go on with our day. But we'd at least look at the elephant. If I saw a chick walking down the block with arrows, a quiver full of arrows and a bow, I'm gonna look at her and be like, oh, that's okay. But then I see her walking with Hawkeye. You don't think that would attract attention somehow? Like somebody wouldn't notice?
Somebody like, hey, it's Hawkeye. What's going on, guys? Should I run?
It's like, I know they say us New Yorkers are used to everything and nothing bothers us, but a celebrity, quote unquote, walking down the street would draw attention. Like, come on. So that was kind of like, come on, man. They're walking down the block together. Somebody would notice that. So that kind of bothered me. But anyway.
He's got a bother me list over here.
No, I write stuff down and just check it off as I go. I mean, it's not like bothered me to, be like, oh, it sucks. It's just like, okay, you're into music. You're in a band. You've been on stage. You've done stuff. So when you see stuff like that in shows, it clicks to you things that are off. Like I told people, I work for transit. When I see things that people do on trains in movies that won't work like that, it's like, yeah, that wouldn't happen. So you catch stuff like that. It's like, okay, yeah, come on now. Just like the fire. Like I've been in fire scenes before. Fire scenes. I've been in places that have had fires. I've been in them the minute the fire was over and the fire department left. I've been in them days after the fire, and it's a mess. Like you don't just walk into a place, right? Yeah. Even a week later, it's soaking wet, moldy, nasty, sticky, soot everywhere. It's like, yeah, you wouldn't just walk into a place and be able to cook a dinner and sit at a table. Like, no, it wouldn't happen. So it doesn't make the scene bad. It's just something I catch, and it just.
They're just hoping people aren't looking at that. They're just focused on what the character's saying. They're not even looking at.
It's like that's where you have to suspend disbelief more and go, okay, I know why they're doing the scene. I get it, but come on, that wouldn't happen. Anyway, so now we get to the big ending. Now we get to what everyone was waiting for. Kate's talking to Hawkeye, and they're having their moment and all the stuff, and she gets the text. Well, first, Yelena was following Eleanor's mom, Kate's mom, Eleanor, to the building, and obviously trying to figure out what's going on. She gets the picture. Sends Kate. He's like, yeah, your mom is who hired me.
She likes Kate.
Yeah, she does.
Totally does, because
your mom hired me, and this is who she's working for. And she shows it to Hawkeye. At first, I didn't think they were going to show the picture. I was like, come on, don't let us hang.
They showed it that like.
Then when they showed the picture, and he was like, yeah, he's like, that's who I was afraid would get involved. And I didn't think they were going to say the name. I thought he was going to say, that's the big guy, or that's the head honcho or something. But he literally said, that's the Kingpin. What?
Yeah.
I literally jumped off my couch. I was like, yes! I was so excited.
I screamed. I had a train car full of people look at me like I was crazy. I was like, no! I was like,
Kingpin!
Dudes. So, yes.
From the picture, though, he didn't look very...
No, he didn't look big.
Chubby.
It is actually Vincent D'Onofrio, because in the end credits, his name was in the end credits. So it's gonna be Vincent D'Onofrio, because when I saw it, I was like, that don't look like him though. But then I saw the end credits. I was like, oh, okay, Vincent D'Onofrio, excellent. So with that being said, guys, we're supposed to be off the air because we got another thing to do. But real quick, the tie-in that I was
so glad you're back, man.
Wait. The tie-in, because Spider-Man drops this week. If they're putting Kingpin in this, maybe there's going to be a cameo from Charlie Cox, who played Daredevil in the Netflix series, because Vincent D'Onofrio played Kingpin in the Netflix series. So maybe he makes an appearance in the Spider-Man movie. I guess we'll find out this week. But there's going to be some type of tie-in. So with that being said, Rays, it's all on you, buddy. Let us know what you got coming out this week. Any videos, anything going on your channel? You got the floor.
This Friday, I'm going to have a little music video showing footage of C2E2 that I just got back from.
Nice.
And I've got my monthly Pop in a Box, which is going to be midway through the month, but they've been sitting there. And I just did a world's finest unboxing, but that was the fall box. And when I got back from C2E2, the winter box was sitting on the front porch, and that's the Teen Titans, which that gets me all kinds of excited. So
hell yeah, man.
Nice. All right. So we're not going to talk about what we're doing because we got other stuff going and we got another stream to jump on. So we're just going to go away. Guys, thank you for showing up.
Raz, hit me up, man. It's good seeing you, man. Glad to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Again, if you guys aren't subbed, go check out Ray's Chaos. Definitely some awesome content. I think you guys would enjoy it. He definitely deserves more subs. Let's get him over 200 at least. I know we're not going to get you there, but hopefully we can get the community to get you there.
At 200, I've been building a box to give away at 250, and at 200, I'll actually show off what's in the box, which I've given hints.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah,
get him to 200 so we can see what's in this box.
I'll be pimping the show. I'll be pimping it. Yeah, man.
All right, guys. So with that being said, we're going to get out of here. Catch us on Fett's channel for Pop the Chaos. The stream just started because I know they were waiting for us to start running our mouths. So you guys check out Ray's Chaos. Check out Chase's Kingdom. Go check out Popped Heat. You can watch me if you want. I don't care. We'll see you guys next week. Later.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.
Go. It's over. Go away.